live, so let me go ahead and send it in Discord. And we'll get going, dude. Today's exciting. I'm excited for today. We had a pretty rough week last night. Or last week. There's no sugarcoating it at all. Um, but this week I have high hopes. I've done a lot of self-correcting, and I'm just ready to game. We're also going to get some huge gains today we're going to open a vault, which should be a pretty nice vault. Fingers crossed there. But also, I have enough crests to craft a piece, and I'm deciding that I will be spending those to potentially craft. I mean, I'll look and see if it'll be worth it to even craft, but we could craft like a weapon or one of these pieces that we're missing that we don't get from the vault. But hopefully, our vault hits a weapon or something good. The downside is we don't really have any champion track pieces on this character. It's just a bunch of heroics, so the gains, like item level wise, aren't gonna be the biggest. But you know what? That's okay. That is okay. There are worse things to have happen. Oh, my webcam frame. There we go. Yeah, what's up, Nick? Good to see you. Dude, we were cranking last night. We were cranking. I feel like this boss could die tomorrow. Potentially. Hopefully. All right. Yo, what's up, Gumshoe? How are you doing today? Good evening. Okay, let's crack the vault. Like I said, just a bunch of heroic and mythic track pieces. There's no champion track pieces left on this character, so the gains that we could get are limited, but this is our only vault. This is the final vault that we have of this series. So let's make it a good one. And I see a sack brood. I also see a main hand. Oh man, the sack brood is going to be hard to pass up, and that haste is very nice if we want to play Void Weaver. So let's see, what's our trinket situation? We have one mythic, one heroic. We do have like almost maxed weapons, so I feel like, I know this is kind of trolling. We could take the one hand and then craft an offhand, but then we won't be able to upgrade the one hand. So I feel like we do just take the trinket. Plus, my main character has two trinkets that are mythic track and maxed. I think maybe they're maxed. So I think we take the sack brood since we don't have the duo with the void core. Take the sack brood, and I feel like we can max both of these trinkets for cheap, maybe. If it's not going down 100% next week, glad we were able to get the start of P3 even if everyone was dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard to heal and to get all of your clones. This fight is like, it is a lot on the brain as a healer. I don't know how it is as a tank, but dude, as a healer, I am like, we are all going through it. Like, I've never seen like Nico and Shamrock make this, have this many deaths to the same mechanic too. So I'm not alone in that boat. Okay, so we can max out this piece, but unfortunately, dude, the stupid Valor Stones are still the bottleneck. So, dude, our item level just shot up to 714 though. So yeah, I'd rather get a max trinket than a crafted piece. So I'm actually happy with that. I feel like a max sack brood is actually going to be big for us. Okay, let's start it back. Y'all know what time it is. The time hasn't changed. It is still Arakara o'clock, and no more trolling today. We're just going to blast, and we're going to communicate. I feel like one major issue last Friday was communication, and this can be cleared up very easily. Okay, we were declined. Uh, but yeah, this can be cleared up very, very simply. We're going to type a message to someone to save their kick for the spider, the big mini boss, and then we're going to type like, what's the strat on the first boss. Must know mechanics by heart. How else would you know them? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's make sure we have some consumes, because we want to be as juiced up as possible today, because this will be the final day of Disc. We are finishing Disc Priest today, and you can mark my words. But will we be able to finish the... Oh, I'm sorry, I just bumped the mic. Will we be able to finish the Holy Priest? I'm not too sure. Yeah, they're sneaky. Would love if there's an easy way to tell which order they spawned in, because, yeah, honestly, the 3 set, my brain struggles. Earlier this season, when the season first dropped, there's the, like, Kaivesa question mark difficulty, and I tried to kill it. I spent like 2 whole hours on it, and I just kept dying to the first set of ghosts every time. I think they've been like nerfed a couple times since then, but like I just my brain can't do that. Like my brain just will not work that way. So it's crazy, dude. It is crazy. All right, struggling with them 15s. Dawn and Priory are a disaster. Yeah, Priory's gonna be your last one. Oh, the tank left. Interesting. Priory's gonna be your last one if I had to guess. Um, but yeah, those are kind of the two big heel checky ones for sure. I feel like Floodgate has kind of like fallen out as one of the two big heel checky ones just because Dawnbreaker's kind of pushed it out. Um, yeah, I used to, last season I struggled really hard on like 15, 16, and 17 Floodgate. But this season I have not struggled on Floodgate at all. But I really do look forward to pushing on my Monk come soon. Hopefully we can get some juicy IO on it. It's very late in the season, so hopefully we can get some friends together to push like a potential Nick tank. Potentially. But I guess we can go ahead and pull up where our priests are at. This will actually be good for me to screenshot to have documented for my editing purposes. So let me get Raider IO pulled up for my priest. Okay. Why is it so zoomed out? What the heck? My Raider IO is so zoomed out. Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but okay, so our disk IO, I'll just screenshot it really quick and then I'll send it over. And we were 711 as well. So there's the screenshot. Well, there you go. It's on the screen now. 711. 711. Okay, so that is noted down. But our IO split for Holy and Disc looks like this. So our Discipline Priest is at 2911. And very notably, so we're missing 89 IO. A lot of that is in my Arakara because the best that we have is a failed 12. So if we can get this, say we get this 13 timed, that'll get us up a lot, like 63 IO. So this key could be worth a lot. And then we could just do a Halls of Atonement, maybe like 12 or 13. So let's see, what would that be? So 63 plus about 24 is 87, I think, which is close. So we might have to do a 13 and a 13. Either way, this Arakara is the big hurdle that we have to get over. And then beyond that, like our Holy Priest is at 2356. And it's looking like I've only done 112. Well, I've done 212s Dawnbreaker, and then I 2-chested an Ecodome. So really basically got to do like all 8 dungeons on the Holy Priest. But then we're done, dude. That's the series. What's up, Sammy? Good to see you. How are you doing? My goat. Very good to see you. It's Monday, right? It is not Monday. It is Wednesday. Man, it feels like a Monday. The Divine Tolls in the Pally room just take so long, and one mistake and people die. Yeah, I mean, you are playing Mistweaver, right, Gumshoe? You are playing Mistweaver. I'm only 13 Resil, but I have 15 Dawn as my key, and I'm dreading to attempt it. You gotta go in with confidence. You gotta take about like 10 minutes, sit down, and just think through the dungeon. Like, think through when you're gonna use which cooldowns, and what to look out for on each pack, what's gonna kill people. We just took the 2900 tank and not the 3400 one. Oh man, and it's a blood decay. You're a Shami? Okay, Shami's really good for both those dungeons actually. As a shaman, don't be kicking like fireball casts on the paladin pack. Kick the holy smites, because holy smites are holy damage, and if you're kicking holy damage spells, you're going to gain mitigation to holy damage, which will give you mitigation to the paladin divine tolls. So How'd the guy just die? What the heck? So yeah, make sure you're kicking the holy spells, um, in Priory, and then in Dawnbreaker, it's really good because you have shadow damage spells that mitigate a lot of the damage. So make sure you're kicking shadow spells in Dawnbreaker as often as possible. Like send it. Don't let the cast like get almost done and then kick to be smart. No, like snipe those casts because that's where you get your mitigation. And that's from the talent Second Seasons, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I think it's Second Seasons. Second Winds? Second Wind sounds better. But dang, dude, we could have had a 3,400 Prot Warrior tank. Oh, I believe in this Blood Death Knight. Yo, what's up, MTS Power? What is up? Happy Wednesday. Oh god, and the Blood Death Knight's in the wrong dungeon. Oh no. Yeah, season wins. It's those two dungeons, it is incredible in. Like, it is borderline broken. Okay, the guy took the wrong portal. Oh boy. Okay, so remember, we're gonna communicate.
I don't have a target.
I do have a target. Oh, actually, you know why it's not letting me summon? Is because I remember I accidentally changed my click cast of grip. So this needs to be that. There we go. Also, why doesn't my Mass Dispel work? Oh, also, let's click bind feather too. Spell. I don't want to find that spell ID, to be honest. Wrong portal. The 3.4 tank would have never. I know, right? Oh man, too much IO to make those silly mistakes. Andy needs a second. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Blood Death Knights are an interesting breed. If you heal them, you're wasting globals. If they flop, why didn't you heal me, bro? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. That's basically it. I have nothing to add to that. That's kind of true. But they'll really whine at you if you don't give them your externals. Like they crave your externals. Um, he's asking if we're good going directly to the first mini boss. I said rather split personally. Tank, can you save kick for first for shrill? Okay, we have communicated that the tank will kick the shrill. We have communicated that we are splitting this first pool into two because it's brutal as a priest. And we have not communicated first bomb. Well, there we go. Key started. We're in. No time to think. Let's do this. But what's up, Mario? Good to see you. How are you doing today? If you ask me how I'm doing, I will let you know shortly after this dungeon. How about that? Because if we time this, that'd be absolutely massive for the series. That means that we get to move on to the Holy Priest, possibly like today. Start getting some of these 13s done. Notably, we don't have any way to do... Oh, I'm playing Disc Priest. We don't have any way to get rid of these poisons, so... That's why I really like splitting this pool into two, because these poisons are going to be an absolute nightmare. Spread our dot. Let's fear that guy in. Paints up the paladin. use my other premonition, the one of healing. Oh boy. I was healing our tank's health bar. It was not moving. Okay, this barrage is just going off like crazy. You know, you would think that if you tell everyone, hey, the tank's gonna kick the... Oh, I'm dead. Hey, the tank's gonna kick the big cast, that everyone would save their kick for the small cast, but like, what is going on, man? Ooh, take me up! Save me! You know, playing a holy priest going up in the sky like that means death. Yeah, these barrages are just not being touched, dude. This is absolutely ridiculous. I got 2 casts coming my way. Playing a priest is so sad. You just gotta watch something. You just gotta watch it happen. Like, it feels so wrong, but it's like, other than Psychic Scream, I'm an onlooker. Just watching the massacre happen. Is this priest worst dungeon? Like, am I the only priest that struggles in this dungeon? I'm literally out of mana now. This pool has gone on so long. It's the first time I've seen Web Bolt interrupted. Yeesh. How many was that? 5? Yikes. That's why I split when I tank. We did split, which is the sad thing. We splitted. Splitted? Split. Oh, man. I'm coming, team. Live for me. There's another one going off. Goodness gracious. Like, part of the reason why you communicate who's going to kick that is so that no one else uses their kick on that, and then all the other casts also are easier to handle, right? But with everyone throwing their kick at the same thing, it just gets, like, really sus. That's okay. Key's still timeable. As long as we handle this first boss mechanic fine, like... literally anything can happen in this key. Also, I'm not really keeping an eye on the damage, but it looks like the Beast Mastery Hunter is doing very good damage, so we have a good PI target on AoE. I know Beast Mastery has like a really good damage profile. They kind of can like blast on any pack. One thing I'm worrying about is the pool speed. I feel like we're going pack to pack very slow. Okay, I have evangelism. I might not even need to use it here. Got a big premonition. Alright, yeah, we definitely can bounce back here. Just gotta keep our cool. Not get panicked, not give up. Gonna create some distance so I have more time for that web bolt to travel. Because those are like projectile casts. Maybe the trick is that I'm supposed to go Void Weaver in this dungeon. That is something I haven't tried yet. Now that we have the Sack Brood, we'll have more haste all around. So it's probably worth a shot. Also, I need to rebuff. Because we have some Deathers in the group. New to Disc Priest, what's your best way to heal everyone up in a hurry in Mythic Plus? If you pop a Premonition, no matter which one you have, you get an instant Radiance. And then you'll get 2, just start, like, watch. Premonition, instant Radiance. Then you get 2 charges of Insight. You can use those on penances. And so that's like a quick way to get like 3 rapid fire penances plus a big AoE heal off. And, you know, if you pop it for this one, the one that gives you bonus healing, then that's even more AoE healing. So There's a couple ways, but premonition's like a really good way. It's a lot of healing if you like use that instant cast radiance charge wisely. Other than that, there's like a lot of you do like a lot of buying time. Like right now, I'm just trying to get like the most out of my atonements between the damage mechanics by just using smite, maybe a few damage penances and stuff. But for the most part, you use like your shock shielding, your shock healing with your penances. Ooh, why are we standing in that? Come on. So this is what was happening on Fridays. We just have people dying to literally the dumbest things. Like actually the dumbest things. Yeah, you kind of like spot heal 3 different people rather than do like a big 3-man heal. Let's tap our mana food really quick. That guy's gonna have to run all the way back anyways, so we have a few seconds at least. Tank's also gathering. I'm gonna have to rebuff once we get over there. Okay, we have our healing premonition up. We did not type out the strategy for the boss, so I don't know if the tank's even gonna do it. He's moving over there. Also, I don't see the paladin, man. Is paladin AFK? Okay, we're gonna have to grip the hunter in. Luckily, they're swapping to the ads, but it looks like they don't really like know the strat. We're gonna premonition here. Premonition. Is the paladin really AFK after standing in that poison bolt? Oh boy. Okay, paladin's here. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, see the hunter, I mean he's not standing in the boss's hitbox, but he's not like stacked between the boss and the ads, so the jury's still out on whether this group knows. This is already so bad. Our tank should move the boss like way over. Well, the tank is currently struggling to live. Oh my goodness. The balance druid is way over there. He's literally leading his ad to the boss. Okay, we had to execute the ad. This is not looking pretty. Also, the boss is dying at a snail's pace, man. This might just be an abandoned boat, to be honest. Okay, someone tab targeted and pulled more. Can't even heal the druid, man. Just not gonna worry about him if he's way over there. He's in bear form, he's fine. Oh yeah, dude. Still got 18 minutes. This boss is dying so slow. Paints up the tank. Okay, we got Gossamer. I have Permission of Healing ready, though. Kind of in a weird spot. Like, we're not stacking the drops. We're kind of just, like, doing the full-on YOLO strat. Okay. Hey, AJ, if it were up to me, we'd be out of here, man. If it were up to me, we'd be gone. Like, this dungeon, I don't know why the Disc Priest struggles so much. I know exactly why. Well, like, literally the same two things keep happening. The same two things keep happening. Oh, man. It's a curse. There's no better way to describe it. It is just a curse, man. Unshed, it would be better to ask about a specific fight. Yeah, I mean, if you ask about like a specific mechanic, I could probably give you a better like visualization. You know, I was thinking of rolling disc or H pally, so was just curious when everyone is dying how to heal up, so that helps. Yeah. Also, you could go Void Weaver. Void Weaver does like really good AOE healing, not super good single target healing. Let's give it a shot, man. Let's give it a shot. Dude, I'm telling you, it is a curse. Um, but yeah, I mean, Holy's, I'm sorry, not Holy. Disc is really fun, and it has like a lot of tools. I feel like Oracle has like a very like versatile set of tools, you know. But man, this is just like this is traumatizing, is what this is. I'll be very excited to get done with this though. Just need competency. Competency. Like, I think we just could do a 12. I don't think doing a 12 versus a 13 gives us anything different, to be honest. But okay, we're trying with Void Weaver. The downside is our haste is still very low. I mean, hold up. I guess getting the Sack Brood actually gave us some haste. Like, actually gave us a lot of haste. And maybe I guess I've gotten some from other pieces. Oh, I did enchant too. So we do have just more haste in general now. We might have enough haste to pull off the Void Weaver. Hey, ran into the 13. Very nice. Yo. I have trouble pugging on my priest at low key levels. No one wants to interrupt and I can't. Yeah, we're experiencing that firsthand. It is gross. LB, there's a hole in your UI. That's the problem. Put something there and the curse is over. You know what? You're probably right. What's my dispel called? Purify. Let's put it there. I got you. You're probably so right. This guy's name is Loaded Pants, by the way. The hunter's name is Loaded Pants. What a name. Okay, so what used to be here? Evangelism. Trigger. They must have removed the spell. It's named it's not really evangelism. Let's call it Purify. Purify. There we go. How's that? Now we're gonna time the key, probably. Just like, why name yourself Loaded Pants? That's so good. Oh my goodness, man. I have no idea how we've managed to fail all these times. Yeah, we have the new stone. I think I did that like earlier last week. S tier name. I like it. I mean, I would hate to like be called Loaded Pants though. It's funny, but like man, I could never like main a character named Loaded Pants. But this is really what we experience like every season. No matter what healer I save for last, they always get like the worst run of it. Especially now that Lee Mix is going, like it's really bad, but usually the later you wait in a season to do keys, the worse it is. Like it's just always the case. Ah, it's twice in my UI, you're right. What's another spell that we could track? Thinking through my keybinds. What's another spell we could track? Oh my goodness. This spec has no spells, man. What do I track? I was gonna say my defensive, but that's already tracked. Okay, fade. We're gonna track fade. How about that? Trigger fade. Fade. Is that good? And it's right next to my other defensive. It's almost like it was meant to be. Just put PI on there twice. Looks better now having your dispel 2 corner. I didn't see it. Okay, calm down. I didn't see it. What do you think is a good amount of haste for Farseer? I didn't like playing mine until I think I got like 27. And 27 and up, all of it felt good. But I didn't ever reach a point of haste that I felt like I had too much haste with Farseer. Especially when I was raiding a bit on my Farseer. I felt like the more haste, the better, you know? Honestly, maybe that's what it was. We had to break the curse by double cursing. It's a double negative. But now our UI is symmetrical. I'm going to type tank, save, kick, for, shrill, peace. He also didn't communicate that if we're doing like 1 or 2 pools. So I'm going to like hang back a bit. Alright, so this is our card number 9 in a row. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's Santa Claus rules, though. I need all of you to believe that this is the key. This is the one. Go ahead and pop fade. Oh my goodness, I forgot. I'm playing Void Weaver. I just tried to premonition. I forgot. Ah. It's okay. I don't think I could have saved the hunter anyways. I'll just tell myself that so I get over it and we move on. Ooh, tank is taking a smackening. Oh my goodness. Pain suppression number 2 on the boy. Yikes. Okay, how do I bounce back after that? Dude, these barrages, please kick one of them. Please. It's very frustrating. It's like, it's extra annoying that we're dying to like the same thing, but it's the most annoying thing is that it's literally out of my control. It's just out of my control. But yeah, the amount of times that I was, oh god, I was legit spamming my premonition button. Okay, we bounce back. Yeah, not a great start, but honestly, since we did it all in one pool, we're kind of still fine on time. You know what I mean? And now I know what build we're playing. I totally had forgotten that I swapped a Void Weaver. We're fine.
Only the strongest survive.
At what point do I just log out of the character and delete it? Like, at what point do I do that? All right, so that's number 9. Let's 10 times the charm. 10 times the charm, and I'm still playing Void Weaver. This time I will know that I'm playing Void Weaver. We got to communicate more. Communicate more. That's the same tank. No, thank you. We haven't had a vengeance in a while. Skip to the vengeance. Like, is this not ridiculous? This is ridiculous. Lucky number 10 coming up. I appreciate you, AJ. That is you, AJ, right? Lucky number 10, dude. I mean, I'm just like, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. This is ridiculous. I feel like we need to like literally backseat. Like not backseat, that's not the right word. But like straight up just type out the entire game plan of these first two pools because we are cursed to where we can't even see beyond the first boss. Like it hasn't happened. Okay, we are in a 13. Lucky number 10. We're playing Void Weaver. Here's what we need. Here's what we're going to type. We need to do the first pull in two splits. Like we need to split up the first pull into two because we don't have a poison dispel. We can't like just dispel and keep running. We have to like let that dot just sit there and rot at us and then like start attacking and get aggro. So split first pull in two pools. We need to communicate who's the tank's going to get the kick on the shrill cast. So everyone else get the alarming whatevers or whatever. You know what I'm saying. And then 3, on the first boss, stand between the ads and the boss. That's it. That's it. That's all we need. All the comms we need. Oh my goodness, dude. This is unreal. I knew I recognized it, AJ. I remember when I joined up to see your fire transmog. I remember it being that name. Zhu. I'm so upset though. I wish I had a two-hand so I could use my good transmog, but I just don't have a good one-hand transmog piece that matches this transmog. No. I feel like the transmog game is really what's bringing us down. You need people using interrupts. Yeah, we definitely do. It's just, it's so annoying playing a priest because it's like, I can only fear one set of casts, and then it's just up to the squad, you know? Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Okay, I don't want to join another priest key. Do we go back with the same tank? No, we don't. No, we don't. Okay, Demon Hunter would be nice. I believe. I believe. We just got to keep high hopes. Eventually, I'll just get it down. Maybe I just stop yapping. I just need to stop talking, focus, and just play the game. Because that's when I always play better. But then again, it's like, doesn't matter how well I play if a cast goes off or multiple casts go off. Like, what do you do with that, you know? Maybe, I mean, we do still need a hulls. So I'm going to add hulls into it. Maybe we just need to get, like, success elsewhere and then bring that success back, you know? Remember, I am playing Priest. I am playing Void Weaver. I did 12 R, and the best run was the one where people with poison dispels were actively dispelling themselves. I was uncharged to see that to be. Yeah, honestly, just literally just having a shaman on the team makes this dungeon so much easier. Because then you have poison cleansing totem. You can poison cleansing the first pool, and then they can recall it and poison cleanse the second pool, and then the dungeon is like literally free. Like it's actually free. But one thing, in all 9 of our runs so far, we have not had a shaman. I don't think in a single one of them. Gotta keep high hopes though, guys. I appreciate y'all sticking with me through the nonsense, man. But honestly, like, this is the main reason why Disc Priest is like my least favorite healer. I just, well, basically just Priest is my least favorite healer. There's a reason why it and the Evoker always are the last ones that I do. I just don't. Hey, honestly, Dylan, you're so right. I'm giving DPS Shaman too much credit to pull that off. I know, right? Who am I to assume that my DPS are going to press a a utility button. Shame on me. Okay, I'm going to pre-type out my message. Let's see, I'm going to say, please do first pool in, please split up first pool since no poison dispel. Also tank, save, kick, or shrill used on other casts. Free key. Gotta add some cringe in there. Can't be all like straight to the point. I have to add some cringe. So I'm saying free key at the end of it. This sucks for you, but it's kind of fun to watch, like slow-mo train wreck. Ruddy Coffee, I appreciate you saying that because, you know, on my end, all I can see is the viewer count like drop consistently. So as long as you guys kind of like my slow descent into insanity, then I'm happy. I'm happy. And I know even though our viewer count's dropping, the few of you that are enjoying this, I'm glad that you are enjoying it. But hey, look, this channel, we make some variety of content where, you know, sometimes you'll get this like really clean Mistweaver key, and then the next time you'll see me stream 10 RRCars in a row and fail all of them. So you never know what to expect with this channel. So no matter what you enjoy, it's here. Insanity is always great content. I mean, for you, no, but seriously, for y'all maybe, but man, I'm ripping my hair out. It's crazy. Okay, so yeah, we don't have a poison dispel. And what's sad is our enhanced dispel only adds disease effects, which does nothing here. So I have in my message, since we don't have a poison, the reason why I like to split the first pool into 2 pools, it's literally just on like this healer, is because I don't have a poison dispel, and I'm afraid if I start healing and doing damage too soon, then I'll rip aggro, because it literally has happened like every time I try to do that to combat the poison dots. But what ends up happening is as you're running to that first pool, that first mini boss, like 2 of your allies will have a dot on them. Someone's dying. Like literally one of them's dying, you know? Evokers do have a poison dispel, but it's a really long cooldown. So it's honestly not like as consistent as we need in order to make that first pool like really safe. It's called Cauterizing Flame. Yeah, it's a 1 minute cooldown and it removes like 1. I guess it removes all, so if they have multiple stacks, it'll remove all of them. Yeah, they do, but it's not quite to the caliber of Poison Cleansing. Poison Cleansing Totem is a totem that they'll put down. It's like a 2-ish minute cooldown, I think, nowadays. But it's words. It's a totem that they put on the ground, and it just like it'll dispel, 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 dispel. So like it can hit everyone, and then like go back for more. You know what I mean? And they can use Totemic Recall to be able to cast it again after. Yeah, Def, enjoying this. I hope you make a compilation of all your RRCar runs, culminating with your completed run set to Benny Hill music. I might. I'll keep that in mind because I'm gonna convert this. I wish speaking came easier to me, but I'm gonna make the Disc Priest push into like the episode 10 maybe. I don't even think I'm gonna include the Holy Priest push unless like anything fun happens. I think episode 10 is just gonna be like I'm gonna show like a big compilation of the Disc Priest getting to 3K, and then I'll probably show like a few keys maybe, or a few moments in keys of the Holy Priest. But I feel like just so much content has happened in these keys that I'll be able to kind of like edit together, I think. Isn't the top skill in his talent tree a poisonous spell? Let's see. Potentially. Oh. See, I always thought that was with the healer spec. Interesting. I've never played that. I guess I've played Augmentation, so I probably should have known that. But I've never played like I've never truly played a DPS of Ogre spec, so I never knew. But interesting. Okay, so they do. But still, We just need this as safe and clean as possible. I feel like splitting the pool into two is just nice and clean. But maybe, you know what? Screw it. We're taking that out. Also, since I'm Void Weaver, I'm not going to be able to just like shock heal the person that has like a dot ticking on him, the one that he can't dispel. So, that also scares me a bit. I'm going to have to be dotting up everything. I just don't want to get aggro. Okay, how about this? I'm just going to say tank, save kick for Shrill. Rest used on other casts. Then I'm going to say on first boss stand between ads and boss. Rest of key is free. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. So, tank, save your kick for Shrill. Tank, save kick for Shrill. Rest used on other casts. On first boss, stand between ads and boss. Rest of the key is free. I feel like that's pretty good. That kind of covers it, right? The rest of the key literally will be free, as far as nothing else goes wrong. Like as far as like if the scarab guys, or the little ones that try to cast the like alarming, whatever it's called. Yeah. Also, Griffin, you're right. Like the reason why I kind of just want to ask for him to split the pool into two, anyways, is because like yes, Evoker has a dispel. But will he use it? And, like, will he be aggressive with it? We need him to, like, say screw his damage. And if we do a giant pool at the start, knowing a Devastation Evoker, they're probably going to want to just blast their damage, especially because of how their mastery works. They do more damage, like, I think at the start of a pool. Like, the more health the enemy has, I think that's how their mastery works. So, yeah, asking an Evoker on pool to be dispelling is kind of cringe. No way that dragon's casting that spell once. How about this? I kind of want to, instead of showing healing, well, we could just add a third window. I kind of want to track dispels. Is that okay? I feel like, I mean, just look at all those failed Arakaras, dude. I'm a failure, man. I am a failure. We should listen to that guy that keeps trying to come in and break my spirits. Maybe he's onto something. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how to work this. Oh my gosh. It's been a minute since I've added another window. I've just stuck with two. Why am I struggling? Why is there that gap there? Because I have to jump my mouse. Oh, whew. You have to jump your mouse before it disappears. Let's add this third one. We're just going to call it Dispels. Not call it, but make it Dispels. Oh, also, for any Mistweaver players here, even if you do like very limited Mistweaver rating, or if you haven't been playing Mistweaver all season because you just didn't find it as fun as like last season or when you played it last, but have been wanting to maybe give it another shot, I posted a video today, and surprisingly, the Mistweaver content on my channel does the worst by a lot. Like, I am shocked. It's crazy. But I posted a video that is it's a Chiji raid guide, and at first I thought it was more of a meme. But turns out, dude, this build is the dream. Let me show you my log from last night, or my parses. Look at how insane. I legit thought that I was just going to be like a, probably peak at 80% parse, compared to all the Yulan guys. No, dude, like, look at this. Look at this healing, dude. It's insanity. Absolute insanity. And it's not like our other healers weren't healing. We had a 91, a 92, and then me. But like, dude, this build is the truth. So if you want to learn how to play the build, the tricks, I do talk about some tricks in the build. And just spoiler alert. Oh my god, look at that. How is my healing that high? But just spoiler alert. My mana started the pool at 40%. Dang, I didn't even do the trick here. Imagine if I would have done the trick, dude. This would have been a rank 1 parse. For sure. For sure, man. Yeah, this build's the truth. So I have that guide posted. It's on YouTube. Also, if you type !guide, no, !Chiji in Twitch chat, it'll pull up a link for you. Okay. Sellout number 1 of that video. The videos I think is like the bill. A lot of people have been asking for it, and I don't think YouTube is showing it to everyone. That's why I'm kind of like selling out here, if you're wondering. So, okay, so we have a tank. Tank, save kick for Shrill, blah, blah, blah. Did a +7 on my ult earlier that I'm getting gear for and had a Ret Pally who didn't have kick. I've definitely, I forget if it was some season in Dragonflight, but a Ret Pally didn't have kick and he was arguing. No, a Ret Pally, oh, what was it? A Ret Pally had the wrong type of weapon, so if I don't know how Ret Pally's weapons work, but say Ret Pallys need like a sword and a shield, the Ret Paladin was trying out a two-hander build or something, and his damage was like super low. I don't know if any one of you guys were here for that. Does anyone remember that, or does that sound familiar? Okay, so he linked a route, but I don't have MDT working. Yeah, a Ret Pally was like, I'm trying out a new build. I'm trying out the two-hander build or the one-hander build or whatever it is. And he just did like no damage, alt key. That was sometime in Dragonflight. I think it was an Everbloom. Not Everbloom. Yeah, Everbloom. I'm going to give it a try. We get our loser tokens to buy the gear that never drops. That's true. I was planning on buying an antenna, but I got it in the vault. So I'm going to buy the Nexus King trinket so I can actually make a video. When do the loser person tokens come out? Because I really want to make a video before I go on my vacation using the Nexus King trinket. So hopefully I'll be able to buy it before my vacation on the 24th. So I want to have it posted while I'm on vacation. Okay, so we are going all the way. I am Void Weaver. Our tank is thrashing around.
Empower.
Okay, I remembered we were Void Weaver. That's step 1. My Fade is down. Both my defensives are down. I'm not even worrying about the cast. Those are on them. Okay, this is peak Void Weaver gameplay. Oh, come on. No longer peak. We gotta fear that cast. Whoa, I got 2 poisons. Help. Sweet. He's dispelling. Who dispelled me? Dude, this is the run. I just got dispelled by the Evoker. This is the run, man. I already feel it. Oh, I thought we had the mini-boss dead. Oh, boy. I didn't mean to penance myself. Dude, this is the one. 10th time is the charm, man. And I'm glad I'm tracking dispels. We saw exactly who dispelled me. Dude, this jabbing flyer is just going to be my victim here. I'm going to destroy this jabbing flyer. Probably should swap to an attendant, though, to be smart. Let's actually play well. I have poison on me. I'm kind of going to save Fade for if I get 2 stacks. I feel like my Void Weaver healing is plenty enough for that, for 1 stack. Saving my Mindbender. Screw it. We're sending Mindbender. We're doing it. Because I have Ultimate Penitence if things get kind of hairy on the next pool to buy us time for Mindbender to come back. See, now I have 2 stacks, so I'm going to pop Fade. Glad I saved it. I don't even know what my main defensive does. I just rely on Fade so much. It's so good, but also I just got dispelled again. This is the run, man. We have pugs that are actually playing. Let's not let the guy die after dispelling me. I'm going to PI him just to make him feel good. Let him know that I see him. We've flash shield, so we have mitigation. I'm just going to penance myself. This is the run. This is the run, man. 5 dispels. That's what I'm saying, dude. These are the pugs. This is what we've been waiting for. This guy was 2,700 IO, by the way. And he's already better than all the pugs we've had previously combined. Okay. Who knows if our comms even meaned anything at the beginning of this key, where we typed out some instructions. Not instructions, but just like the game plan. I try my hardest to avoid like doing that, because I know it comes off as backseat. Ooh, the tank needs to stay in melee though. Isn't this one of the mini bosses that will like nuke us if he doesn't stay in melee? Let's watch the hunter. I have 2 flash shield charges ready. Let's go and fear the ads in. I'm putting down a barrier. That was the worst barrier of all time, but hey, no one died, so we love it. Perfect barrier. Oh my god, this is the run. It's finally gonna end. The curse. I don't want to speak too soon. Do not want to speak too soon. Also, is this the first Guardian Druid we've had in this dungeon? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to be trying to power word shield a little bit on this pool so we can get some cooldown back on our pain sup. I'm going to say PI for the boss. I just want this boss to get out of here. Let's stop that cast. This is the run. This is the run. Dude, Vlad, you tuned in at the right time. Vlad, this is our 10th Arakara in a row. Okay, we failed 9 before this. Yes, 9, you heard that right. Every single time, except for one. We've only made it to the final boss once. And what happened? I think like our tank died or something on the final boss. So, I mean, I know we pulled some more ads, but like, I think what ended up wiping us was our tank died. But no, every single time we've either died on this first boss because the boss eats ads. Last time we died on the first boss because I don't even know what happened, man. I literally don't even know what happened. It was just like pure chaos. But this is the 10th time. 10th run. This 10th time's the charm, exactly. We're gonna PI the Dev Evoker because he has been dispelling me like a goat. I feel like I probably should have saved my Void Weaver Blastage for... Oh my god, look at the ads, dude. This is the group. This is the run. But welcome in everyone from Vlad's channel. I was hanging out in Vlad's stream earlier until I had to go get lunch. But it's always a good time at Vlad's stream. Now, I just need to not die to something stupid while Vlad's viewers are watching. Because we're going to try to twist the narrative a bit when we play with Vlad soon. We have to let his viewers know that anytime any mistake happens, it's his fault. Okay, it is always his fault. It's never my fault. So that starts today, okay? We need to show them that I don't make mistakes, man. We need a flawless run just to kick things off. Yeah, we still have both pre-specs to go. They're both really close though, so this is kind of like the final key that we need. I'm gonna pop Fade. I'm gonna pain sup this guy. Probably gonna penance him too. It feels weird penancing defensively. Oh god, I went the wrong way. Run! Made it. Not even close. Okay, I'm kind of getting scared by the ads now. It's still recharging. Okay, apparently I always choose the wrong direction. Oh, ads are there. Look, even the ads are giving up on the boss now. The ads are on our side. They're spawning all the way over there. This is the run, dude. I'm telling you. 10th time is the charm. I'm just staying boss. I'm not even looking at the ad health. Just staying boss, and I'm full faith in these guys. I was tracking dispels because I didn't believe that I would get dispelled. And we've been dispelled, like, perfectly. This group... Every time I try to praise someone, they just go and die, man. They just go and die. Thought Vlad... No, Vlad is my lucky charm, apparently. This is the run. Send me your energy. I need it. My guy, I'm right here. You ain't sneaky. What? Oh, man. I hope that by rating me, you have taken on my curse, Vlad. I'm just kidding. I don't wish that on anyone. This curse is miserable. This is the worst thing anyone has ever gone through, ever. That's not true. It's close, though. What is this? I've never split this pool. I wonder why he did that. Maybe he was waiting on like a... He's probably waiting on his Incarn cooldown. I saw him pop that right once he pulled this little dude. I wonder if just my Mindbender ramp is enough. I'm going to probably fade that bolt. Okay. Yeah, Mindbender is plenty here, dude. Void Weaver is the truth. Rebuff the Dragoon. Yes, sir. Together, we make a good Disc Priest, okay? Without you guys, I'd be the worst pug. I'd never buff my allies. But you bet when me and Vlad are playing together, I'm going to have the Priest buff 24/7, or someone's going to hear about it. And his name is definitely not Vlad. We got another mini-boss, but luckily the spec literally has a cooldown every 30 seconds. Let's go and paint up just for safety. I'm even going to do one of these, because... Just because I wanted to, you know. And, of course, I do it, and the Evoker, like, doesn't stand in it. Oh, man. But, hey, Vlad, if you stick around long enough, maybe I could show you the ropes to some Holy Priest. Maybe. Maybe's the operative word there. But welcome in everyone from Vlad's stream. Always fun to have you guys here. Okay, I have Evangelism. I'm going to smite as much as I can here. Might not even need to use it. I'm going to use it just in case, though. I feel like it's just good practice to keep cooldown cycling. Now, I have Mindbender. I'm coming up on Ultimate Penitence, though. Other than that, I'm kind of cooldown light. Which would have been a reason to hold off on it there. I'm going to move over to the Stag Shell so I can... fear it if I need to. Okay, never mind. I script in. I'm going to go ahead and send a Mindbender here and just blast. And I'm also going to... Oh, never mind. Getting ready to fear... If that Web Mage casts on someone other than the tank, that's when I'll fear to get, like, max value from it. But you'll know in, like, Harry Potter when... I don't know. Maybe this spoils a little bit of Harry Potter. I'm not going to say it, but... You know what happens to the wand? You know, if anyone that's seen Harry Potter, that's kind of like this curse. You don't gain the curse until... Okay, I just used Psychic... Hey, maybe I should have been tracking Psychic Scream on my UI now. Huh. That makes a little too much sense. But maybe once you raid me, you gain the curse from me. Just sending Mindbender for damage. It's such a low cooldown. It feels like actual non-committal. So ready for Dinar. Oh, they're coming next week. Okay, so next Tuesday, I'll be able to use a Dinar. That means that I might be able to get a video out on the build that I've been wanting to show you guys all season, but I just haven't gotten this this item yet. There's a specific trinket from the raid. Uh-oh. A trinket from the raid that I've been wanting to make a video on literally all season. I'm going to have to fade these. Ow! Oh my god, if I hadn't have faded, that would have killed me. But I've been wanting to show you guys a build all season. I just have not gotten the trinket to drop. There was one night we were in alt raid, and it was our guild, but we were down a DPS because it was alt raid, not everyone showed up. And so we pugged a single DPS player, just one, okay? So it's our whole guild and one DPS player, and he was a ret player, a ret paladin. We kill this boss, he drops the healer trinket. I'm like, finally, I asked everyone in guild chat. I brought my main to kill this boss because I really wanted this trinket for a video. And I asked my guild, I was like, hey, are you guys okay with me just getting this trinket? Everyone was like, yeah, sure. Everyone rolled on it just to be safe. I rolled a 99, and I was like, okay, finally this trinket's mine. I'll be able to make this video. This was like a month or two ago. I was like, finally I'll be able to make this video. I'm so excited to get this trinket. And then the Ret Paladin rolls a 100. And we're all like, wait, what? How did he roll on that? How is he able to roll on that? He's a Ret Paladin. It's a healer trinket. He was like, thank God. I swapped a healer loot spec just for this trinket. Like, I really want to try Holy Paladin. And we were all just like, oh, man. And so I, like, sent him a message. And I was like, please, like, this is the only reason why I logged onto my main. Like, I mean, I'm not going to, like, force... obviously, there's no way I can force it. But I was like, dude, if you don't, like, need this trinket, I'll literally farm any Mythic Plus trinket with you if you want to. He's like, no, this one looks really cool. I was like, you know what? Fair enough. I'm not going to, like, sit here and bother this guy too much. But, God, I was just so annoyed, man. That was my chance. But next week, the dinars are lifted. And we can finally get... Are lifted? That makes no sense. The dinars are coming. I can finally get that trinket and make this video for you guys. Not going to PI yet. I'll gladly take the curse. I don't push 12s. It is, hey, it's yours to have. It has your name written all over it. Yeah, Mark, he legit said it looks really cool. And it doesn't. It's a lame trinket, okay? The trinket sucks. It's not even like a cool effect. It's just an effect that goes with a build that I want to make a video on. That's it. That's it. It's like they put this trinket in the game just so I would want to make a stupid, nonsensical video on a build that runs the trinket, right? But I was like, you know what? I literally sent him. I was like, well, yeah, you should try Holy Paladin. Like, you'll like it. You know, I was being like nice to him, obviously, but like, still, I was like, on the inside, I was dying, man. And then I was like, dang, I shouldn't have swapped to my main. My ult actually needed that kill. So, kind of wishing I didn't swap to my main there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's not good. Alright, let's get the boy up. That was more than just the dot, though. That was chunking on. Let's drop ours next to one of these puddles. Also, I'm saving my Fade. Does Fade break you out of roots if you take that one talent, or is it just slows and like is a root a movement impairing effect, or however it's worded? I feel like it doesn't break you out of roots, or else it would be really good on this last boss. And I feel like I've tried it and it just doesn't work like I want it to. Gonna blast the ad down. I feel like the ad is like never a good thing to let live here. Ooh, he is. That's 2 times in a row he got 2 stacks, so he's like bathing in a puddle. So I'll pain sup him. Die, boss, die. 12 minutes is plenty of time after this boss. Question is, like, are we going to be able to get enough IO to get to 3k? I don't think so. What's my main? It's Mistweaver Monk. Mistweaver Monk. I just have my logs pulled up, too. I would link you, like, my profile and everything, but I closed it. What trinket? It's a secret, but Mr. Bubbles, I'll give you a name. I'll give you a hint. Your name is kind of a hint to the trinket, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That should get you there, honestly. This is pretty awkward. We're in a really weird spot. I'm going to try to bait swirlies here so I can move left or right. But someone's to my left, so I'm probably going to have to move right once they spawn. Yep. Yeah, I mean, look, some people have already figured it out in chat because I mentioned it like a couple weeks ago, back when I was actually trying to grind that trinket like hardcore. And the moment they announced Sonars, I was like, okay, that's my answer. But some people have already figured out what trinket it is. Yeah, definitely. There's a video that I want to make, and I've been wanting to make it since the beginning of the season because it's kind of relevant to last season a little bit. Like I'm kind of like making fun of something that I'm kind of continuing to make fun of something that I made fun of last season. So it kind of does suck that I'm like having to wait till Denars come out, you know. I'm not gonna PI yet. Might PI the Hunter on this next pool. Alright, big pool time. I like this pool. I haven't had a single tank pull this pack all done. Oh, this is probably why. That's it. That's why. Because one cast goes off and everyone's dead. Dang. I had just popped my... Who do I PI? The Hunter. Okay. Yikes, man. Ain't no way. What on earth was that? Did y'all see that? That, like, pet that took up the whole screen? Yeah, these things, if they jump on me, I'm just dead. Yeah, there's no way I live that. When there's only one person for them to jump on. Okay, that was... Honestly, I love doing that pool, but it's literally just, like, one cast and it's over. Because you have the Poison Volley cast in the middle of the Hulking Bloodguard channel. And that is, like, unhealable damage, honestly. Yeah, we're kind of just chaining into it. This is exactly what we did not need. But now, honestly, now that the Bloodguard's dead, we can kind of just... There's only really one mechanic in these little flyers down. So once our DPS come back, this will be a lot easier. But yeah, I can't do anything really to stop those casts. I did try Psychic Scream, but I'm pretty sure it didn't even do anything. I'm just going to go ahead and put one of these down because I don't really need it on the boss. And just to... Until we get all 5 members here, these flyers are kind of a problem. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I saw one of them got kicked. The other one didn't. I also have to be like really skinny here. Think skinny thoughts. Right, 89%, 6.5 minutes. Please be the run. Also, like, I'm trying to plan my movement around my penances because this build, one of its downsides is you can't really... he just AMC'd my barrier. I didn't even see that. But this build can't really heal on the move as much as Oracle Disc Priest can. But when you can move is when... oh, God. Do I have Enhanced Psychic Scream? I don't. I don't think I'm going to be able to break all of my roots. Oh, crap. I don't think I'm going to be able to break them all. I don't have the shorten cooldown on Psychic Scream talent. Okay, during this I'm going to see... Okay, I do have Dominate Mind. Does that work? I'm afraid to test it. Can I... What does Dominate Mind even do? I've never cast a spell. I don't even know, man. Oh, I did not even think about that being a problem. Just need this boss to die. And fast. Casting my Radiance on the tank because I know he's central and I'm not. So I just want to make sure that my Radiance hits the whole party. Am I going to be able to scream this? Ooh, we got rescued. We got rescued. He's probably just doing that to get himself out, but it was kind of clutch. I also think I pressed Psychic Scream. But also this Black Blood, it needs to leave me alone. I'm going to move over here. If you want to get me, you got to walk all this way. Ooh, he got hit by the line. Okay, I got Evangelism. I wonder if I go into Ultimate Penitence, do I still get sucked in? I'm afraid to try it, but we're going to have to do some science here in a bit. So like this one, I think I'll be able to Psychic Scream. Yep. I might be able to Psychic Scream all of them. I might just be panicking over nothing. We also have 3.5 minutes left and still 6% down. Sure, take my PI. We need this boss dead. Yeah, that chain wiping hopefully doesn't cost us the key. Because 10th time is the charm. He's still rooted. No, he's not. He got out. All right, tank. Where are we going? Hustle, hustle, hustle. Does everyone have their running shoes on? I'm holding down B. This is the one. Let's just rebuff just for safety. I have Ultimate Penitence, Barrier, and Uppies. I repeat, I also have Uppies. We're lusted, baby. Let's go. Let's do this. Gonna use Massive Spell there. Just gonna Paints up the tank again. Gonna go ahead and dispel him now that these webs are coming out. The curse is lifted! Finally, dude. I mean, we still gotta play the spec to get 3K, but like this was the hurdle, right? This stupid dungeon. Look, we still need only, what is that? 26 IO, but that is like 1 or 2 keys maybe. But easy keys, right? Whew! Oh my goodness. It literally took 10 attempts. But we finally did. I do think Void Weaver does this dungeon a little bit better. I think it has a much better healing profile for specifically this dungeon. But yeah, just having a person that is willing to dispel poisons is amazing. Oh gee. I like going mid, but the cast wrecked us. Oh my goodness, we're finally done with this stupid dungeon. Get me out of here. I was here. I love how like this 12 is more exciting than like any key I've ever done. So the thing I was asking that, can you fade roots with so here's the thing. With my Oracle talents, I am taking the fade, remove snare effects, but with this build, I'm not. So maybe that's why it wasn't working. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's, you know what? We're going to keep it in Void Weaver. Void Weaver's, dude, it's a good old time. Super fun time. Isn't it way harder to heal on horizontal? Do you mean like health bars horizontal? I like horizontal. I've done vertical and horizontal. I really like horizontal. If that's what you mean, the health bars. Fate is supposed, or Disc is supposed to, but I just swapped talents before the key and did not have the right ones talented. Everyone place your bets now on what's the next curse location. Brother Bear, don't. We broke it. The curse is gone. I mean, look, Halls of Atonement's pretty scary, though. But no, we can't think like that. Halls of Atonement's going to be the easiest key we've done yet. It's not even going to be close. Let's get Arakara the heck out of here, man. The only key listed is a 14. I'm queuing up, but I am not getting accepted there. Been healing on vertical my entire WoW career. Would never be able to change. Yeah, I was watching some of my old videos back, and I used to play vertical. I could probably find some videos where I had vertical. I liked it at the time, but when I swapped back to horizontal, I liked it a lot more. It's very much personal preference in my opinion. I don't think there's an actual advantage to either one. I think where you leave your mouse matters. A lot of things matter, but I think it's totally fine no matter what you like. As well, I'm vertical for tanking because get those health bars out of my face. Yeah, exactly. Now you can do an easy 13 Priory. I mean, let's see what would if 13 Priory would get there or get us there. I would filter it in, but 13 Priory would only give us like 19 max, and that doesn't get us there. Whereas a Hall's 13 definitely gets us there. Hall's 12 like might get us there depending on how much we time it by. So we're going to try to get to a Hall's 13 because that would one-shot this spec, get it out of here. Actually, I don't need to be looking at my actual IO. That's bad. That is not what we do here. We need to pull up our disk individual IO. Oh god, now I'm doubting if even a 13 Halls would get us there, man. So our Discipline Priest IO is only 2960, so I actually am 40 behind. So yeah, this 13 could get us there still. We need exactly 40 IO. Well, 39 and a half IO. And yeah, this could, if we kind of napkin math it, looking at our best 13s, 2 of them are above the range, 1 of them is not. So napkin math tells us it could get us there. Yo, the scary thing though is one of the reasons why we kept failing this dungeon, Arakara, is from casts. And Halls of Atonement is no slouch in that department either. There are a lot of casts that we're going to be very reliant on the squad to take care of. Yeah. Also, just go for the Resilient. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing, really. And then this way, getting the Resilient here, doing the Disc Priest, it'll make the Holy Priest a lot easier to push, because then we'll have Resilient 12s. So, in doing this Halls 13, we're unlocking Resilient 12s, and that will make our Holy Priest a lot easier to push. So then we can kind of grind our own key more consistently, at least. And our Holy Priest is going to be doing the grind at 714 item levels, so because we've failed weeks worth of Arakaras. Alright, what dungeon we're doing? Halls of Atonement. I think I'm gonna take this talent here. What do I drop? I don't even know what the spell does. I've never casted Dominate Mind other than that last dungeon. I don't even know what it did though. So I think I want lower cooldown Psychic Scream, and I think that's good enough. No, I need to connect here. Hold on. Actually, more than Dominate Mind, I actually like Sheer Terror, but I really want that talent. What can we drop? Do we need an increased range of spells in this dungeon? It's kind of a close quarters dungeon. I don't think we need bonus range, so we're gonna drop that. I don't even know why I had that talented. How's it going with your Mistweaver Monk progress? I haven't really done like a prog key in a couple months. So my monk is kind of just like chilled at 3200 IO, but I have some guildies that want to push some keys with me. So hopefully, once this is all said and done, I'll be able to squeeze in some keys. I'm, about to go on vacation, so I'm going to have some fun videos kind of made for while I'm gone of me actually doing some monk keys for the first time in a long time. So Other than that, though, we are still raiding, and my guild is currently progging. We've finally seen P3 of Nexus King Sentinel, Nexus King Saladar. Yeah, Nexus King Saladar on Mythic. That's cheating. Vlad would never accept. Oh god, what would Vlad not? Oh, you mean doing it on the same character? Yeah, I think in the future, my goal is to make a second priest at some point. But honestly, the series takes so long, anyways, that I'm like kind of fine with doing the priest on the same character. Plus, I like this priest transmog. You know, I like the transmog, so I don't want to make another priest. I had that debate, when I first started doing this series, and that was kind of like a big thing. But a lot of people, honestly, I let people vote, and back then people voted to do it on the same character because this was so long, anyways. I would like to say the WoW community is still alive and well. Last night, a healer observed my healing and gave me pointers on how to get better HPS. I'm so happy people like those still exist today. I mean, it depends on the situation. If it's like unsolicited advice, it could come off the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like if they're just randomly like messaging you pointers, that could be kind of like douchey. But for the most part, it's always nice if I see like another person, like back when I was doing healing on my evoker, like random raids, I would send another evoker. If I had one in my group, I'd send him a message and be like, hey, like any tips? And he would send me some tips, and I was like, this is really cool. But yeah, if it's unsolicited advice, that could go like either way. You would get more vaults to watch, yeah, but honestly, already in this series, the vault opening is like the first like minute and a half of the video, so it's already like so much vault content. All right, Mr. Mythic, lead us to victory. Playing Void Weaver, right? Yeah, we're playing Void Weaver.
Empowered.
Ping him back here so they know I can't kick this guy, so someone's gonna have to do it. Nice, someone gripped him in. Someone, I say. There's one DK in the group. Also, these groundskeepers are about to start snitching on us. Dude, 4.5 million HPS. What the heck? What on earth, man? Dude, we're cranking. Where did that come from? Doing like DPS numbers. Okay, maybe not quite. Have 18 million DPS. Okay, but I will not be able to do that much damage on this fool because I don't have uppies. I do have evangelism, but I don't have barrier, so their like casts were kind of trolling me. If we get a cast on us this time, I'm probably screwed. I'm gonna have to spread renews to get my atonements out. This. Okay, I had a massive spell. And evangelism there. But now I still have my Void Weaver ready to go. Let's get in melee kind of so I can fear some casts. Also gonna fear these guys to reset their direction. It resets their movement, I'm pretty sure. Let's paints up that guy. Yeah, I like chaining this Houndmaster with the shard, just so you have more to funnel off of.
Empowered.
I will empower, because I don't have a cooldown here, so I'm using my PI as like a mini cooldown here. Also keeping an eye on who the Houndmaster's shooting, because if he were to shoot someone that's like low there, I'd have to like stop my actual ramp and maybe shield them or actually penance them even. But if they're shooting someone that's like safe, I could just keep my penance on the enemy. Okay. I dotted up a couple targets, but you really don't need to dot everything with this spec, because your penance, whenever it hits someone that has their dot on them, it'll spread to more enemies. It's like now I'm penancing this obliterator that has the dot, so it spread the dot to 2 other enemies. So across the pool, you'll probably spread the dot to everyone. Maybe I don't have that talented, because now that I'm looking, only 3 people have the dot. Maybe this build, I never swapped that talent, but I definitely should have. Really keeping an eye on my own health. I do still have Fade. We have Desperate Prayer ready, but I'm hoping that I get to save those for the next shard pool. Okay, we did pull this Slasher. This guy's going to be the last one to die, so I am going to swap to him. I'm going to watch out for his Screech. I'm going to penance the tank here. I'm also going to dispel the tank. We've killed all the casters, now we just have this tank debuff. Pug prop pallies make me nervous. I don't know why, but I've had the real itch to gear up my Presvoker. Presvoker is really fun. We just had the end of season curse kind of start on the Presvoker, but yeah, Presvoker is a really good time. I'm choosing the Death Knight to be my PI target. I think that's right. We're going to stop casting. Alright. Whew. Jay Luna on YouTube. What's good, Jay Luna? That's Dan from YouTube. I see you're not in our car. We just cleared it. It was literally our 10th try. So, yeah, it was brutal. I'm going to fade here. Let's see, do I spread the dot? I'm also going to mass dispel. But do I spread the dot? I do see it spread. Okay, so I do have that talented. It's just really nice when you're playing Oracle because you can use your cooldown charges of your Premonition to just spam penance, and that spreads the dot really easily. Yeah, now that we have some haste, we can actually get away with some Void Weaver. And y'all see, dude, this build cranks. Not just healing, but it does really good healer damage. And it's like really steady healer damage. And it's good prio damage too. It's not, I don't like funnel much at all. I don't funnel at all really, but you know, I pick my main target. Like here I'll pick the shard, and I do my penances and smites and mind blast to that target. But like all of my other damage comes from that rift. Like I do big AoE once that rift pops. So it's like it's really solid damage. You see that rift is ticking on everyone. So it's doing like nice AoE, but then all of my single target hits are going into the shard. So really good damage profile. I really like this for a healer damage profile. Here I have Evangelism. I'm just going to send it now. Casting a Flash Heal for some mitigation. I'll go ahead and dispel my tank. Yeah, when it comes to healer damage profiles, it literally does not get better than this. It's like exactly what you want to be doing as a healer. Is you want to help in the AoE, but be killing the main target that's going to last the longest to help you get out of this pool quicker. So it's really good. I think because I've been watching Crive playing, and he's insane, it makes it look fun. I've heard some about him. Someone else mentioned him. Maybe it was even you. Someone mentioned him while I was playing. They were at like, have you ever seen Crive play? But I'd never seen this person. But apparently he's, yeah. Apparently he's like, or they, I don't know their pronouns, but apparently they're like insane at Presvoker. And it's always so fun watching someone that's like really good. Like I've never wanted to play PvP in my life. But whenever you watch like Zaryu or Peekaboo clips, and they're just like, you know, doing their thing, they're in their element, it makes you want to play it, you know. Time to 21, that's crazy. That's like the highest key that someone's timed now, right? Has anyone gotten a 22 yet? I've been kind of out of the loop on that. You were using the other spec of disc, or you changed the rotation a lot. I'm seeing 1.3 million DPS. That's really good for a healer. Yeah, we're playing. Oh, I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm not there. Oh, 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 I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm trolling. I was expecting, I don't know why, but I was expecting to get this pack first. Run! I'll grip you. Oh, I thought that was for sure a wipe. But yeah, we're playing Void Weaver. So I got a Mythic Track Arakara from, or Mythic Track Sack Brood from the vault, which now that I'm thinking about it, that is an Arakara trinket. Maybe that was what broke the curse. But we got a Sack Brood from the vault, and that gave us a lot more haste. So now that we have more haste, we can actually play this build. So yeah, we're playing with Void Weaver finally. Yeah, Void Weaver really feels bad without haste. It's not as bad as it used to be, where your haste scaled how much you could shave off of your cooldown. Because used to, like, Mindbender wasn't a set cooldown. It was like a 1.5-minute cooldown. But every smite that you did while you had it active took time off of the cooldown. Should probably be, like, tucked in the pocket more, but we have so much space out there. But maybe I should still tuck in just because we don't have that slasher. Oh, we did kill that slasher. Yeah, so we have plenty of room. Yeah, we finally get to play some not Mindbender. Some Void Weaver. I'm gonna PI the Frost Death Knight. I don't know this Hunter's damage profile, but I've been seeing this Frost Death Knight even beat the Hunter on AoE, and that to me tells me that the Death Knight's definitely the better PI target. Maybe the Warrior in single target now that I'm looking. I think it's chosen me every time. Yeah, it shows me every single time, dude. That's crazy. Nice. Whew. Couple Chinese groups have timed a 22. Ah, okay. Target's range or the farthest person out. Ah, okay. See, can you tell I'm a melee healer player? All these like mechanics that only hit range players, I just don't know. Or I just don't know that they only hit range players. I'm gonna PI the tank, and then not PI the tank. I'm sorry. I'm gonna paints up the tank, and then I'm also gonna hold my cooldown a bit into this pool. These ankle biters are dying really quickly, but these ankle biters are really what makes this pool scary. Once people start getting up to like 4 or 5 stacks of the dot, that's when this pool gets terrifying. So I usually hold my cooldown a bit into the pool. But yeah, since we lusted and our DPS is literally doing 25 million DPS, that was kind of a big old nothing burger. And we're able to chain into this middle pack here, which is nice. Yeah, these Eviscerators, ooh, I'm not going to be able to save the tank from that because I had just dispelled. We have a B-res on the tank. Might be able to pull it off. Sphere. Hopefully no one damages those to break the fear. I also think that I took the talent that makes my fear harder to break. Let's go uppies. Our tank doesn't have atonement. Okay, that was pretty bad. My plan was to drop barrier there, but those little guys just died so quickly that I didn't even need to. But then I should have dropped it on the tank just to get it on cooldown, honestly. But yeah, the tank got hit with a stump. That's okay. That happens. We're still, like, cooking the timer. Alright, how many of these are we taking? We need 78 to go up, so we're very good on percent. So it looks like we're just waiting on one of these guys to turn. Hunter's damage, yeah, for a hunter, it's on the lower end of what I've seen from BM hunters. Okay, so apparently we might need these little ankle biters. Gonna go ahead and rebuff the tank. Not gonna damage him too much. I'm gonna flash heal around though, just to really easily spread some atonements around. while also keeping myself mitigated. Swapping targets. Okay, we do have a paladin, a tank paladin who can AoE kick here. I think their AoE kick is a 90 second? No, 45 second cooldown, so they might be able to get every set. But still, I'm going to have a Radiance hitting as some of these guys die. And I'm going to have to use my ramp. The sketchy thing here is going to be healing the single target, because this build is not very good at single target healing. However, I think we have a very tanky comp. And also, I can penance him if I really need to. But so far, it's looking like our Mindbender is going to be enough anyways. I think I can do every other on my path. Oh, 1 minute cooldowns are... Seems to be struggling a little. I think really they have the same damage profile. And he's just getting beat out by the DK, I think is what's really happening. I do have 2 charges of Pain Sup, which is actually like insane here too. That I need to be using. So I'm going to fear those casts. I'm going to go ahead and Mindbender as these ads die, because they all pop for damage. Let's go and pre-fade. I have a Dark Penance on myself after. I'm going to Flash Heal for more mitigation, and we're good. Yeah, Fade gives me some mitigation. Also, whenever I Flash Heal someone, I get mitigation as well. So stacking those two, like, minor mitigators on top of each other is really good mitigation. It basically replaces a cooldown, and it's basically free because Fade is such a low cooldown. Whoa! Alright, let's pop our Mindbender. Also, this guy's in execute range now, so I'll get some execute damage off. Bang. Bang. Ooh, this guy's losing his atonement. I'll let this atonement fall off. No. What you can do is you can let all the atonements fall off except for the one, and then you can pop evangelism, and then all of the evangelism healing will go into that one atonement instead of being split 5 ways. And that's a really good way to do some single target healing. Like here, I could have showed you there if I would have gotten the jump dot, but that's okay. When you wipe at that 2% boss health, you miss that damage. Ooh, I'm getting cooked. Not sure what you mean. Hold on. I think I missed a chat, though. Let me get to another point where I feel comfortable reading chat, and then I'll come back to it. Got my dispo ready for the tank. Also, standing near melee so I can Psychic Scream if I need to. I'm just going to do it now because there's some shoots going out, and I was a target. You know, we got to be selfish as a healer. It's just what we do. Let's go and execute this Loyal Beast caster, the hunt dude, hunter? What's the word? Whoa! If I hadn't have faded and flash shield there, I definitely was dead. Okay, I'm going to Mindbender again, get some big damage off. Oh yeah, guys, it's looking like we're going to play the Holy Priest today. It's looking good. Finally, man. Finally, almost done with this challenge. Probably pulling 2 boss, so... Gonna just renew around to spread atonements until we get in there, because I want to save my radiances kind of as like a mini cooldown. Also, our dispels are going to be really, like really hard to manage here. But we have max dispels, so we're actually fine. Gonna pry down boss. Just gonna max dispel this first set, because by the time we get the second set, the ads will be dead. Clears the tank debuff too. Psychic Scream that cast. What's really good on this boss is having a Death Knight, because Death Knights have some kind of talent or some kind of passive or something where they get a reduced timer on the debuff. So if the Death Knight and another DPS ever get the debuff, you can always dispel the other person, and then the Death Knights will only last, you know, half the duration basically. So like there, see here, both of us get it. It's 11 seconds on both of us, or 13 seconds on both of us. But when the Death Knight and the Hunter got it, it was only 8 seconds on the Death Knight. It's like there, here, I'm always going to dispel the non-Death Knight. Pain Sup myself, dispel the other person, because I can stack Pain Sup with Fade, and that's some pretty good mitigation. Okay, now we're racing the boss. This is when the boss always gets sketchy, once you start to run out of these little beacon, these little lantern things. Okay, I've dispelled the other person other than myself twice now, so I kind of want to give my cooldowns, my defensives a break. Yeah, same thing. The Death Knight, he's just going to have to deal with it, dude. Death Knights are so broken. Maybe one of you guys knows what the talent's called, or whatever it is. Maybe it's just a passive. They just don't get debuffs for as long. There's also another really cool thing. Mages have something as well that reduces the timer of that debuff, or of magic debuffs. It's whenever they have like their arcane barrier maybe on them or something. That's when their barrier, or that's when debuffs are shorter on them. And I think anyone that has their barrier on them. So there's something like that with mages.
Empower.
Okay, I am going to PI. Saving, although I want to do as much damage as possible, I just want to make sure that this dot has is out before I Mindbender, so want to get as much value from Mindbender as possible. I also have Ultimate Penitence, but it doesn't really do good single target damage, and I care mostly about the single target damage here. I don't know anything about mages. They're not real people. Oh, that's true. They're not, but I do know that. I know that that's like healer knowledge. That's not like, I bet most mages don't even know that they do that. Because I asked my friend he's probably in chat right now. He's one of my guildies named Rob. He has a mage alt that he plays a lot. And I was like, I asked him, what is it about mages that makes y'all have lower debuff count, like sometimes? And he had no idea what I was talking about. So yeah, it kind of checks out. I'm going to screen this away. So it runs back toward the boss, gets cleaved down, and of course comes right back. So I'm going to go ahead and pop Fade. Might even consider using Uppies, but Uppies is a really good way to like not get one shot on this next boss, because it does a lot of AoE healing, but also it does a big shield on me. So we can stagger like Uppies and Barrier. Yeah, we can kind of just send a ramp here for free, just for damage. It should be up in time for him to do the Door of Shadows.
Empower.
It definitely should be closer in case he aims his cone at me. Yeah, dude, Mindbender's so broken. I judge hunters based on what pet they're using during the mini-boss. Oh, is there like a good one to use? Maybe like their defensive one, maybe? Or just like the aggressive one, I guess, because you want to kill that thing? See, I never even pay attention to hunters' pets. I probably should, but I don't ever. Like, at all. Saving Mind Blast from a Mind Bender again. Whoop. Alright, let's blast. I'm gonna save this penance for when I need to move. Do I still eat the lime when I'm up in the sky? I'm not gonna move because I am eating one. We need someone who's not eating one to... Please. Oh my god. The clutch lay on hands from the paladin. Who wasn't eating one there? And why? I need to speak to their manager. Yeah, definitely was either dead or getting B-res there had I not gotten lay on hands. Yeah, dude, this build cranks the damage for a healer. It's so sad that the world that we live in, I say cranks the damage for a healer, and I'm looking at 700k DPS. It's a sad state for us healers, man. Now, we don't know if this character's... I think I needed exactly 40, right? Was it 40? I think it was 40, so I think we got to 3k on the disc. Thing is, we don't really know yet until... I want to get confirmation. Yeah, we needed 40, we got 42, so... We're there, man. We're there. I can finally play the final healer. We have resilient keys to push on the final healer. Oh my goodness. Okay, little wrap up really quick. My thoughts on Disc Priest. Oracle was really fun. I definitely do feel like it was weaker from last season. They did see like a big string of nerfs coming into this season. The tier set, although strong, was very boring. I thought it'd be more fun to play around, but really you just spam penances all the time. And honestly, the biggest pain point is still just not having a kick, and I really don't like their Dispel profile. Like, yeah, you have Mass Dispel, which is nice in some dungeons, like this one. But not having a Poison Dispel and a kick made Arakara a nightmare. Like, an absolute nightmare. You guys witnessed it. It's 10 runs. It's ridiculous. But overall, the spec is really fun. Both talent trees. Like, this is the spec that has, like, two very good and fun talent trees, I think. The downside, though, is that we couldn't really play Void Weaver until the very end because it's pretty haste dependent. It feels really bad without haste. But yeah, honestly, would I do this push again? Yes, except I would avoid Arakara with my life. But now let's hop on to the real spec, the man spec, Holy Priest. It's holy time. That's right, Elite Guard. It is holy time. Okay, the good thing is this is usually a piece of cake. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, the other spec was really fun. Also, I know the play with Holy is to go Oracle, but I kind of like... Oh my god, Griffin. I kind of want to do that too. I cannot stand Priory. I kind of want to like push without even doing Priory, see how high we can get. Plus, it's really nice to do damage healing. You feel like a D&D cleric? Yeah, for sure. Which I am playing a D&D cleric. And I also do have D&D tonight. So, it's funny you say that. But now we are on the Holy Priest. Now, the Holy Priest is very, very different. But it does still have a lot of the same weaknesses. However, it kind of makes up for them. In that we have Chastise. So we have a single target stun. It's just that a lot of the like scary casts this season are ones that can't be stunned. So, you know, it's kind of eh. But let's just go ahead and start pushing our key. Let's make sure that Floodgate 13 is one that we need. We're going to go ahead and use our Holy Priest IO as a little guide, which first let's refresh and see our disc at 3k. Hopefully it's refreshed already. Yay! Disc is at 30 or 3006. You love to see it. Now we have one healer left. It's Holy Priest. Dang. Okay. Yeah, so this character does need a Floodgate. Where is it? Yeah, we've done a 10 on this character. Or on the spec, I should say. Let's just get to it, man. Get to it. So the thing is like I use Archon as like a comfort pick because I really do like Archon, but I know it's worse. So do we go ahead and swap to Oracle? What do you guys think? Do we go ahead and swap to Oracle? I love how I just ported to Floodgate. We don't even have a group formed yet. Really need Aura Unholy, it looks like. Oh god, really? I mean, kinda. Arcar, we have a 10 done. Like, we need all the keys, basically. Everything except we technically don't need Ecodome. Step out of your comfort zone? Okay. I think maybe getting used to Oracle now is the play. Also, I probably shouldn't have ported just yet. I should have spent my crests first. But we can do that later. What am I doing? I don't know, but I'm supposed to be forming a group together. So now we have a 13 Floodgate. Floodgate is not easy. You've been playing Oracle and it's quite fun. I did some earlier keys as Oracle, but it felt wonky. But then again, I wasn't playing the right talent. I think you need to play this talent right here to make it work. Yeah, you need to enhance your premonition or else you can't use the cooldown shaving to spam Prayer of Mending. Because Prayer of Mending is a 9-second cooldown, and you need your premonition to take 7 or 9.8 seconds off to fully reset the cooldown instead of the normal 7. Or else you're sitting there for 2 seconds like, why can't I spam Prayer of Mending? Yeah, Halls we'll need to go back into. But like you just saw, I'm very comfortable in Halls. Halls was probably my favorite dungeon to heal back in Shadowlands. I love Halls of Atonement. Like, I absolutely love Halls of Atonement. Okay, so yeah, just to kind of recap what we're going to be doing, Prayer of Mending is going to be like our main healing spell, which the normal build that I play, I don't press this button at all. So what I've done is I've added a glow here, and we might even make like a giant weak aura like up here to be a second reminder to press this button often. But this is going to be what our main source of healing is. Now, how it works is we put like a 5 stack, or I don't even know how many stacks it comes with. I guess I could just show you. 7 stack hot. And then once this person takes damage, it'll heal them and then bounce to another person. So you can basically have it on all 5 members and it'll just be jumping around when people take damage. It heals a lot. But your tier set also makes it to where, let me pull up the tier set. When you first initially apply it to someone, it'll do a shock heal too. So now it's even more efficient because it comes with a shock heal. That global doesn't feel like it's just a hot. It's also a shock heal, which is pretty nice. And then on top of that, on top of shock healing, on top of basically being a hot effect, although it jumps from player to player, it also will apply a small shield to that player too. Where is that talent? Right here. So it'll basically apply a power word shield on that player as well. So that's one spell does a lot. So what we're doing is we're taking that very powerful spell and we're using our Premonition of Insight stacks to basically make it have no cooldown so I can spam it around. So before or during big damage, I'm going to be trying to spam that around. Now, will I be able to line it up? We'll see. Let's get Charizard in here. Hell yeah. Love us a Charizard, but now we need a B-Res tank, and that's kind of sus. But you can't pass up someone named Charizard. Put 11 stacks total. I feel like it should be 11. Am I not running a... I might not be running a talent to give it 2 more stacks. Flip-flops. Do we go B-Resless? I don't think so. Yeah, I definitely think we go with the Guardian Druid. So we need a B-Res. Also, giving us Druid buff is going to be really nice. Now, this spec doesn't do as, like... It doesn't do, like, super nutty damage. I mean, it can do some pretty high damage. But how it does its damage is actually pretty cool. We have to go summon that guy, he just said, so I'll show you in a second. But basically, what I'm going to be doing is really focusing on the healing, so our damage is going to be an afterthought. However, there will be some moments on some pools where I'll get to just sit there and spam damage, and our damage will kind of go high. It's nothing crazy, but you know, it's a non-zero amount of damage. Question about prayer and the spam. If you cast it on one target, it starts jumping, or do you have to apply it to the entire party? So basically, are you saying like, can I just spam it all cast on one person? I feel like it'll like kind of just stack up on top of each other. You want to be casting it on different people. So like if I cast it on myself, you'll see I have 7 stacks. But if I cast it on myself again, it'll go to 14. Like I think it caps out at 14 maybe stacks, maybe 12. I don't know. But like watch, when I cast on myself again, it just stacks up on top of that one. Um, I'm pretty sure you want to be casting on yourself. Oh, but playing Oracle Holy Priest, you kind of gain a whole other cooldown. It's kind of a little hard to explain. Yeah, you basically gain a new cooldown, so I'll have to kind of show you what I mean. So our external, this spec doesn't really have like an external that makes them mitigate damage, so you can't really pain sup the tank, for example. But what you can do is you can Guardian Spirit them, which basically just says if they were going to die once, it'll kind of like restore some of their health instead. So it's kind of like a one-time like death save, basically. But it also makes them take like enhanced healing from you. Let's see. Yeah, so they're going to be taking 60% more healing from you. We can turn this into a cooldown when we pair it with Premonition of Piety. So if we put this, say, on myself to make myself basically unkillable and take 60% more healing, and then I get Premonition of Piety, I'll be doing 60% more healing to myself. I'll also be doing 28% more healing, and almost all of my overhealing done on someone will be redistributed, so it'll basically be duplicated onto the other players. So basically I can wings myself, Premonition of Piety, and then just shock heal the stew out of myself, and then I'm AoE healing a lot. So we're going to try to let those stars align because that's a really sick combo, and I haven't done it yet. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, our damaging spell is really important to cast for sure. Oh, one thing though, one sec, UI things. I do need to track my dot that I'm not tracking. So we need to go to Plater, and track my dot. How do I do that? Buff settings? There should be like a debuff buff tracking. I think I need to track Holy Fire. Holy Fire. Okay, we're good. Ready, check. Yeah, our damage rotation basically consists of, we're going to dot up everything with our dot, Shadow Word Death, and then we're going to pick the single target that needs to be stunned. We're going to stun them and slam them for damage, and then this allows our next few Sacred Fire, Holy Fires to be instant cast, and we're just going to spam Sacred Fire. I keep saying the wrong word. Holy Fire. Sacred Fire is a D&D thing. And then those Holy Fires are going to cleave, basically, due to Burning Vehemence. So it's pretty simple. You just kind of press the same 2 buttons over and over. Did a ready check. Let's do a pull timer. Let's blast this. We are synced up with the tank. We are in Holy Spec. I'm playing Oracle. I haven't done an Oracle key yet. Well, in probably like 2 months, I think.
Empower.
So I am a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. Just going to get some mendings out before we actually start running over there. We have Premonition of Cooldown. Just going to use it really quickly to spam. Okay, so we pulled the spider, so this poison debuff's kind of going to be trucking us. Hopefully it doesn't pick me.
Empower. Empower.
Ooh, my Premonition button didn't work. What is my Premonition keybind? Hold up. I'm going to focus down the spider. What is my Premonition keybind? That's a big old oopsie. I probably should have checked that, dude. That thing just got executed, man. Yeah, I didn't even need to do any healing in that pool. That was insanity. I think they chain CC'd the stew out of that pool. That was insane. We also, I guess, darknessed, and that just mitigated all the damage. What's up, Cecil? Very good to have you. How are you doing today? What are your weekly plans this week? Let me press this random button. Okay, so I found my keybind for premonition. Better late than never, I guess. So now our whole party has Prayer of Mending on them. I did it before the... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Did it before the damage, but we can do it during the damage too, if we need to. Let's do some damage ourselves. Haven't really needed to use our main cooldown Apotheosis, but I really want to showcase this cool, like, little combo that we can do. It's looking like our tank's gonna go right here, so we might go straight to Big Mama, but we've already lusted, so that kind of tells me, okay, yeah, he heard me. Oh, I need to be Prayer of Mending on cooldown. See, this is gonna be a habit that I'm gonna have to form, and I have to do it this key. A 13 Floodgate is nothing, like, it's no slouch of a key, so I need to form that habit, like, now. Also, I'm not running Prayer of Healing, and I keep pressing that button. Nothing's happening. Wonder why? It's because I'm not running that button. Kind of just want to send it. I kind of just want to do the cool thing. But there's really no point. Let's stun that Harpoon caster, and then we'll go ahead and fear it. That's all I got. Okay, my Holy Fire dot is not showing on the enemy plater. I thought I changed that. Oh. Okay, now I get to show you guys. So yeah, you see I put wings on myself, and then I pop Premonition of more healing, and I just spam healing on myself, and you just do a ton of AoE healing. Look, everyone's taking 500,000 healing every time I flash heal. Isn't that insane, dude? That is disgusting. And imagine, that was just flash heal. Imagine if I actually used my holy word. Serenities? I always get Serenity and Sanctify confused. Okay, we're going to use our... It's really messing me up because my keybind is different for Premonition on Holy Priest than it is on Disc Priest. But I used my Premonition of Shielding, and y'all are going to have to get used to me calling them Shielding, Healing, and Cooldown, because that's how my brain works. But I used my Shielding Premonition on the guy that got harpooned. Gotta keep these prayers and mendings down. Really, we're not gonna be tested until the boss is in this dungeon, hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead and fade, just to be safer here. Fade reduces your aggro range. I'm pretty sure it still does that, right? So if you like have to sneak past an enemy pack, it's always nice to just fade to be safe. I'm gonna stun this guy. I still haven't... He died before I could even put my wings on him. That's insanity. I think he just stood in the fire, and maybe even a shredation. Like, that was a lot of damage. I'm gonna fade here because I'm getting targeted. Also holding PI. I could have Apotheosis already and it'd be like fine, but I just want to use it on this boss. Apotheosis is a really cool cooldown. See these 3 spells here? These are my 3 holy words. These are like my kind of core buttons. Apotheosis basically says like your spells, your other spells, will take a lot more time off of your 3 holy words cooldown. So basically when you're in your Apotheosis, you'll get a bunch more of your holy words and they'll be enhanced and you're just a lot stronger. It's a really cool button. So you can use it to spam your holy word chastise, your damage button. Which is what I was saying, like, you can do a lot of damage on the spec if you really wanted to. But that is risky, because then you're kind of committing your biggest healing cooldown for damage. You know what I mean? Alright, we have big premonition lined up. I don't have to bait these shredations. I'm gonna PI the warrior. I don't even know what that looks like, but we did it. Let's go ahead and premonition, spread these hots out. I just want these hots on the whole party. Prayer of Mending will make me feel a lot safer here, because anytime anyone takes a shot from Kiza, they're gonna get healed back by a small chunk, which is gonna be nice. Don't really have to be super perfect with these. Whoa. That's a choice. Okay. So far, honestly, the spec just has such good shock healing. Like, this boss really isn't scary yet. So do I just send Apotheosis for damage? Like, I haven't pressed it a single time this whole dungeon yet. Dude, Brian has a problem with me this season, man. I don't know what I did to this guy. Yikes. That's my bad. We're fine. Oh, also I just realized that this build has Divine Hymn. Alright, screw it. We're sending Apotheosis for damage. It's also big healing too. Oh my goodness, Bront, chill. Alright, Kiza. No more funny business. We have a B-res, but our tank's choosing not to use it, and actually, I like that. I like not using it. For some reason, like, back then when I dispelled the DH, I seriously did think he was already on the bomb. It was just like an optical illusion. I need to be on Bront here. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get mana back. Dude, Bront literally does have a crush on me. Scotty Z. Literally the one and only. The one and only. He did get grinded. Scotty Z. Everyone, give a round of applause for Scotty Z. I don't even know if Scott's still here. But Scott is the best raid leader on this planet. You've probably heard of Limit Max. Everything that Max knows, he learned from Scott. Every single thing. And Scott only taught him 1% of his true potential. So everyone, round of applause for Scott, the one and only. Appreciate the support, Scott. If you didn't pick up on that, he's my raid leader. Unless I do something bad, then I don't want to embarrass him. Okay, yeah, that's my raid leader. We're going to fear this because that reload and the caster were both next to each other. But I don't really do a lot here. I'm just going to pop fakes. I'm getting casted on. Whoa. Okay, I have Premonition of Healing ready. Can I just want to save it for the boss? Potentially. What I could be doing is really, like, gaming my stun to chain stun one of these demolitionists. Jesus. But there's just, like, so much healing that needs to be done. These casts are kind of not getting kicked. Okay, I'm gonna have to divine him. There's a lot of AoE damage going out.
Empower.
You know what? I'm even gonna PI. These demolitionists are just not dying. Hey, I kicked that reload just in time. That one just went off though. This one I can stun. Oh, it's because there's 3 demolitions. I didn't even see the 3rd one. Maybe I'm the problem. Great comms. You've been practicing. I've learned from the breast. The breast? What? Oh, man. I've learned from the best, Scott. Maybe I still have some learning to go, though, apparently. This is so awkward. All of these guys are, like, perfectly spread out. Okay, I'm going to try... Okay, well... I'm going to try to scoot this one guy in, but... I'm not really able to. This is so awkward. I feel like we're losing a lot of time on this pool. Okay, we're down to 1. Oh, 2. Down to 2. Okay, how do I want to handle this boss?
I need to target something first.
We have Premonition of Healing. I feel like the first one I just want to use my Premonition Wings trick. Premonition Wings. Second one I can Apotheosis. Third one I can Premonition as well. And Halo for some damage. I also don't have a kick here, so really relying on the squad. You know I love doing that. Let's use this downtime to try to get a good little spread of Prayer of Mending. However, Prayer of Mending is like actually good for healing this phase, so it's kind of using its own stacks here. I'm watching the highest health Mecha Drones. Okay, PI, PI, PI.
Empowered.
Let's go ahead and pop Premonition. It's PI. Put wings on ourselves. Oh my goodness. Look at this healing, dude. This is so sick. I mean, look, I'm getting literally gapped by the tank here. But, like, that's his personal healing. Did y'all see how much healing everyone took there? It was all, like, over-healing, because literally no one took damage because we were in darkness. But, dude, that ramp is actually disgusting. It's very reminiscent of, I kind of wish we did in darkness, because I wanted to see that thing pop off. But it reminds me a lot of the Seedling Trinket. If anyone played in Dragonflight for the Seedling Trinket. Now we have Premonition of Shielding. I want to go ahead and send it. I'm just going to shield the tank here. Just to kind of like work back around to our other Premonitions. Our other ones, like our cooldown one, is a good little Prayer of Mending ramp that we can do. Oh, did I double tap Premonitions? I feel like I just... I don't know. But here we're going to have Divine Hymn. I'm going to have Halo as well. And Apotheosis. Going to Apotheosis. We'll send Halo. Halo doesn't really do too much with this build, but it's just extra healing, right? Yeah, Apotheosis is so strong. Did y'all see how quickly I cycled back to my Holy Word Serenities? I feel like we stay on boss here. Maybe. I'm just going to send on boss and pray. I don't really do too much damage, but do actually do pretty good single target. Yeah, it looks like we're nuking down the boss. It looks like everyone's on the same page. That's all you need. Once it gets to about like 23%, you really can do it in one phase. You just need like all the DPS kind of on the same page. So I kind of like to early send into the boss whenever we're at that range to kind of like influence the DPS to look there. And the boss is in execute range. My damage does go up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and PI someone. I'm not going to PI the Evoker because their mastery, I think, works bad here. But I am going to PI the Warrior. I know he's lowest on DPS, so now looking at... Oh, okay. That probably wasn't the play, but... The Warrior seemed really good at PI there because he does have literally execute. Like, they have execute damage, so... It felt good. He did get grinded. Thankfully, one bomb is decently easy enough to heal. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this spec doesn't really have any AoE mitigation, really. Not like any active mitigation. But yeah, it just does so much healing. Like, I wasn't really worried about one of those bombs going off. And on a pull like this, I shouldn't have trouble here, but we're going to go ahead and pre-halo. I'm going to premonition, spread around some of these. Oh man, look at those go crazy, dude. That is insane. Oh my god. No one's health dropped below 60%, dude. I should have been playing this build long ago. That's insane. The amount of extra work... I'm going to fear this guy. The amount of extra work I've been having to do just because I'm playing Archon is... It's upsetting, honestly. But just literally Prayer of Mending is all you need. I don't have my stun, so that reload's getting off. I'm not even going to send my Shadow Fiend. I'm going to stun him now. I don't really think my damage really matters here in this dungeon. I feel like our damage is really high. We're pretty good on time. We're like okay on time. But I really want to have my Shadow Fiend for Swamp Face because I don't want to run out of mana on Swamp Face. And Shadow Fiend has like a little mana return ability. Oh, it's up here. Half a mana each time it attacks. 0.5% of mana each time it attacks. Okay, on this pull, I'm going to commit my Fade. Because I don't really need defensives for Swamp Face personally as a healer. Also going to stand in melee. Just going to go ahead and Psychic Scream early so I just get to focus on healing. We are going to PI this.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Honestly, Angel Form is the best defensive. Look, I just get to sit here and heal. I mean, I'm about to fully die, but... Maybe they res me? Oh, the graveyard's just up here, so... Hopefully they're fine. They have plenty of stops. They're fine. Dude, I melted. It's all worth it for the 10-fold Halo visual. It is. Honestly, dude, Archon is sick. Like, I really have a lot of fun playing Archon. The thing is like... You would think Archon can do a lot of damage. You would think that, like, Halo does a lot of damage. It really doesn't. Like, even 10 Halos doesn't do a lot of damage. It's really sad. I'm going to say buffs. Yeah, even 10 Halos doesn't do good AoE. I like that we're doing this all in one pull. I hope he doesn't chain into the boss, because we have casters here, and that makes me nervous. Also, triple crab in a Swamp Face makes me really nervous. But it's looking like he's chaining into it. I don't like this. Now the bombs are kind of muddying up the playing field, and I'm harpooned. I don't like this at all. We're going to lead with Apotheosis. I got hit again, man. What is it with those harpoons? They're after me. Yeah, that's chaotic. We also have 4 crabs popping right there. Honestly, at least it's over now. I'll just get res and we'll be fine. I'm going to go and right click. Actually, I'm going to hot this guy up and then right click. Get me up. Yeah, that is... I do not like that pool. PI... He does have a B-res active. He's waiting it out. Okay. Yikes. Okay, I just used both my defensives because I was like, okay, we're about to B-res someone, and then he died. So now I don't have a defensive coming into this. Let's go and spread some premonition, prayer of mendings. Let's get a halo going too on top of that. I'm also gonna him for as long as I can. We also have Zephyr rolling. They're snapping each other through the water. Luckily, I committed a lot on that one. Gonna pop Fade. I have Premonition of Healing, so I'm pretty happy with my own health. I'm gonna be spamming Flash Heal and heal on other people to try to get cooldown off of my Holy Word. Let's go ahead and Wings myself. Oh, I didn't even Premonition. What am I doing? Oh, I love when I, like, just see giant clumps of text in the screen that are blocking me to make me make more mistakes, you know? Gotta love that. Go and pop Apotheosis. Yeah, not having the same keybinds for my Disc and Holy Priest is kind of messing me up. Not gonna lie. Here, tank to live. Let's go and get some damage off during this downtime. Go and shield myself. I'm also gonna pop Fade. We have PI. Just gonna send it here. Gotta get more damage off. Damage is mana on this fight. Damage is mana. Okay, I have wings and all premonition. I'm gonna send it here. Gonna pop premonition, gonna put wings on myself, and we blast. All into my own health bar. Because this is where the healing amplifying is. Dude, that combo is filthy. Like, actually filthy. Let's go ahead and send Halo. We need the boss to die now. I'm kind of low on cooldowns. Kind of low on mana. What do I have here? The answer is nothing. So I have to spam around some flash heals for my holy words. It literally came down to the wire there. That was scuffed. We have 9 minutes. Is 9 minutes enough? Yo, what's up, Peter? Very good to have you. Good to see you back. That warrior keeps dying. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he got swept away by water there, which is not fun. Just failed a 14 R car with 4 deaths. Oh man, what was the timer? How far off of the timer were you? Also, I need a rebuff. Hopefully him dying also, yeah, him dying reminded the druid to rebuff because I wasn't buffed from when I died. But it's fine. You can. This timer is a little tight of a timer, but it's not like the dungeon doesn't become untimable once you lose someone. Also, having Massive Spell here will make it pretty safe on the tank. Usually your tank is kind of under a little bit of distress here. Also, we have these casters back here wailing on us. But the next debuff that comes out, I'm just gonna I'm gonna Massive Spell. Here it comes. If I didn't have the flash heal mitigation there, I would have died. Totally didn't even notice the guy behind me until he literally hit me with it. I was survived at probably like 2% health there. That was crazy. And it was because I had the 10% mitigation from flash healing. Just goes to show, man, like every little bit of mitigation counts. Also, I did have a little shield on myself from Prayer of Mending. So it came down to it. Like 4 minutes. Oh yeah, it could have been a DPS thing. It could have been a routing thing as well. If you only have 4 deaths, it's kind of just those two things, in my opinion. Really, I mean, what else could it be? If you have 4 minutes over the timer and you only have 4 deaths, it's got to be like a route or DPS issue for sure. Okay, here I'm gonna Halo and Divine him soon. Also have Premonition. Actually, I'm gonna Premonition early here. Have those Prayers of Mending doing their work throughout this pool. Might not even have to Divine him. Have Premonition of Healing. I'm just going to use the Premonition of Healing plus Wings combo on the double Jumpstart pack. Let's go ahead and use our damage here. At least get some damage off on this pool. It sucks though because our damage does come in the form of a dot for the most part. So using it later in the pool is worse than using it early, but not using it is worse than using it late. Oh my god, dude. That's ridiculous that I can't even say a word. Can't even say a single one. I literally talk for a living and I can't speak to save my life. Okay. So we're going to Wings ourself, pop Premonition, and then just spam heals into ourself. Because we have boosted healing, and that healing is going to splash. All the overhealing is going to go and spill into 5 other health bars. I will also... Okay, now that the Wings is ended on myself, it doesn't matter who I heal. But as long as that Guardian Spirit is on myself, that's who I want to hit. Or basically whoever I put it on, really. Let's go and Divine Him. Am I in that? Thank goodness. Divine Hymn should be the last thing that we have to press here. Divine Hymn's going to boost all of our Prayer of Mending healing too. Also, notice that I'm like bouncing around on who I spot heal. It's because there's a talent called Trail of Light. Every time that you use your heal or flash heal on someone, it's basically going to hit the last person you hit for like a small effect too. So you just want to be hitting different people. Unless like one person's taking a pounding, like on this boss, I'll probably bounce back and forth between the two people that get the dot. But yeah, it's really good to do like some minor AoE healing. Okay, what do I have here? I have Apotheosis. Try not to use defensives. Basically, I'm gonna have to like alternate between Apotheosis and like Divine Hymn for that mechanic. But Divine Hymn is pretty sus. I'm gonna have to like pair Halo with it. I'm also gonna Halo now. Oh, that was actually very early Halo. Halo's not really that good, honestly, on this spec. I don't even know why I'm playing it. Ooh, he took the hit from the DH's one. Because they were both trying to min-max their damage. He almost died. Shouldn't go far. Don't look at the shape of these water puddles. That's not okay to stream. Just don't tell Twitch. Or YouTube, honestly. YouTube's the one we gotta watch out for. Okay, now I have Fade. I'm gonna use my defensive after it hits me. Because my defensive heals me. Let's go in Premonition of shielding myself back to full. I'm gonna PI. Use our Premonition of Healing to heal through this. That was double Premonition, but I'm kind of like stacking 2 Premonitions to make a full cooldown, really. If you think about it. I wish my Holy Fire dot was showing on the boss, because I've Holy Fired the boss a ton of times. I just know the boss has like so many stacks on it. Yeah, just kind of pogoing between the 2 health bars. I'll take, I was going to go to one of those far ones, but it would pin me against the wall, so I'm actually going to go all the way across the room. For this mechanic, I think I'll have Apotheosis. Let me go and pop Apotheosis. Oh, it was up in a second. It was literally up in a second. I'm trolling. Oh, he got hit by the... He was too close to the boss when this phase started, but I was able to save him, dude. With a holy word. We have a B-res. Gotta be careful about when we take it and where we take it. Okay, looks like he's safe. That was my bad. I thought I had pressed Apotheosis and I went to do another Serenity, but I didn't have any charges of Serenity because my Apotheosis was still on cooldown for a second. So it's just like really awkward timing there. That was definitely my bad. I should have chosen a different spell to cast there. And he would have lived, I think. Our tank just walked through the stun. There's no shot. Is this really... Okay, we're going to have to wings the tank. And just spam heals into him. That's... If that would have been how we failed this, I would have actually cried. I'm going to Divine Him. Just put a few stacks of that on them. Holy, if we would have failed the key because our tank just walked through a thunder puddle, I would have literally cried. It's insane. If we get good Mythic Waste and Vault, should we take that now? Is the belt nerfed enough? I definitely think so. I would 100% sim it legally. But, yeah, I definitely would. Shawnee, you got 3K today. That is awesome. We also, both of us got 3K on the Disc Priest today. So that is like, we're literally twinning. But yeah, on my Monk, I even crafted a belt. And it's higher than my, the old school belt, for sure. So you're done with Disc and doing Holy now? Yes, Holy is the final healer. Final healer. 4.5 minutes, we got this. Yeah, I was never worried until the tank walked into the stun. But now we have a 14. What did our key become? Key is ooh, huge. It's an Ecodome 14. Dude, the Holy Priest. I'm just gonna say it. You know what? You guys can like, I don't even know. Y'all can hate me all you want. I think Holy Priest might be better than Disc Priest, okay? Sure, there's so much bias in there. Dude, Holy Priest is goated. Until you hit a certain level, then I think Disc definitely tips the scale a bit. I said it! I said it! No, I'm like half memeing, but only half. Use your Sanctify. Yeah, I was trying to use my Sanctify at like really good times. But it's really hard. Like, this spell's so awkward, to be honest. Now I'm going to try not Oracle Priest. Spun, found, also. Gumshoe. Are you talking about, like, you want to try Void Weaver? Because I finally got enough haste where I felt confident to try Void Weaver, and it was so good. Requires more brain cells, that's for sure. Do you mean Holy Priest requires more? I don't know, man. Oracle feels like it has just like... I feel like it has a simpler kit. But I guess, like, it kind of is a little weird. My vault held Mythic Soul Hunter's boots this week. Couldn't be better. Eocade. That's Christmas. That you just woke up and it was every Christmas you've ever lived combined. Yeah, it's harder for me. I mean, it is a little different. It definitely is a little different for sure. I think anything new is going to be hard for a while until you get used to it. Ooh, I definitely want to PI a Windwalker. 1000%. Void Weaver, yeah. I mean, it takes some getting used to for sure. But once you're used to it, you have Mindbender every 30 seconds, and it's so strong. I just broke my chair, I think. No, we're good. We're good. KY had Onslaught in Vault. Got a myth ring that simmed worse than my heroic ring. Dang. I mean, hey, rings are all about substats or secondary sets, and they'll do that sometimes. Nothing can exchange my Disc Priest, but need to learn other specs, so the season with Shaman next should be Druid. I definitely would take the season to learn Druid. This is the most fun Resto Druid season I've seen since like Shadowlands Season 1. So, if you haven't played... This goes to anyone, even if you haven't even thought of playing Resto Druid. If you have not played Resto Druid this season, I personally think you are doing yourself a disservice. It is the most fun healer. I think it's... Even me, who is the most biased person in the world, I would put it up there with Mistweaver. I've had so much fun on my Resto Druid. I really want to push on my Resto Druid, actually. But I can't really push on my Druid and Monk at the same time. Kind of have to choose which one I want to push on. But I got to tell you, man, it's tempting. We're going to delist and list again, I guess. Come on, people, it's Ecodome. Don't you want it? I feel like if I swap my spec to Disc Priest, more people would queue up. Or Monk if you make a good guide on them. Hey, the guides are up. Ms. Online. I'm going to say Ms. Online, but correct me. Exclamation point guide. That should be my Mythic Plus guide. It's still up to date. And if you do exclamation point Chi-Ji, this is my updated Chi-Ji raid guide, which if you're learning Mistweaver, I definitely recommend learning that Mythic Plus build and this raid build together because they're very similar, and that'll kind of like help you learn it all at once. But if you don't plan on raiding, then that Mythic Plus guide's good. I'm always going to recommend Holy Paladin. Honestly, Holy Paladin is a lot of fun this tier too. I think Holy Paladin's like in the upper half of fun. Yeah, if you don't care about raid, then yeah, the Mythic Plus guide is up to date. And I think it's good. Definitely think it's good. I don't know if... Are people just not doing 14s? What's going on, man? Definitely think Ecodome is one of the 14s that we could do. And if there's a world where we could get most of the grind done today, and it would start with us doing a 14 Ecodome, and then maybe our key becoming a 15 Streets. And then we get a 14 and a 15, and that's so much IO. Let's get a Warlock for a B-Res. Ooh. Do we double Monk it up? I think so. I think Monks do so much damage as a tank. If they're played well. I fell. What else do we need? We need a Lust. Do we take Chinggis Mile? No, I want a Mage. Decadence? Oh, is this my guildie? Is this my... I literally have a guildie named Decadence. He's on our raid comp. See, Decadence? Oh, Decandence. Can y'all tell I'm dyslexic? Like, does it show? Because I don't know if anyone saw, but this morning I posted my Chi-Ji guide, and on the thumbnail, I had 12.5 on the thumbnail, and it looked perfectly fine to me. And then this morning I woke up to comments. People were saying like, oh my god, are you from the future? Like, why do you have 12.5 in the thumbnail? And then I was like, wait, I meant 11.2.5. Like, I'm not from the future. I am just dyslexic. Like, you know what I meant. I changed the thumbnail, so it's probably showing correctly now, but... Oh, man. I was so upset. It's so annoying when I post a video and like you get something wrong, or like you put something wrong in the title or thumbnail. Like, that's always the most like frustrating thing, because then that's like the first few hours of a video being live are the most crucial ones, because like that's kind of what jump starts the viewership, and this video is just already tanked, and I feel like that had something, because no one's gonna look up a 12.5 Mistweaver guide, you know. So honestly I should just like take the video down and repost it at this point, because it's doing so bad. But also I'm also telling myself like I think the video's doing bad because just not many people are playing Mistweaver this tier. Maybe, I don't know. I'm inhaling copium with it. That's okay. Back at home again. Are we 3K? We are, but now we've moved on to the better priest spec, the one and only. The old bait and switch trick. I like it. Dude, I had to do that. I've had to do that so many times on the priest. I used to never get invited as a holy priest, so I would have to bait and switch to do the holy priest. F me, I just now realized I wasn't watching live. I was a bit behind. No, Bubbles. Dang, I've been talking to you too. I wonder how many questions of yours I've answered that just like you've been like, why is he not answering? But yeah, I definitely also recommend Holy Paladin. But hey, welcome to live, Bubbles. Hopefully you weren't too far off. Refuse to play Chi-Ji in Raid. Yuan makes me feel like a god. I'm the opposite way. I just have always enjoyed Chi-Ji more, personally. That's just who I am. And I honestly play so much better when I play Chi-Ji. Like, it's undeniable. I love Chi-Ji so much. It's the reason, like, Chi-Ji in Ancient Teachings is the reason why I like Mistweaver and why I got into it. And now that I've made the swap, like, this whole early part of this raid tier, I was enjoying playing Mistweaver, but it wasn't like, I was kind of like, oh, I kind of wish I was playing Shaman this tier. Like, I kind of wish I was playing that, you know? I was kind of having those little thoughts and stuff, but now that I've swapped to Chi-Ji, I'm like, dude, why wasn't I doing this all along? It's so much fun. Chi-Ji for life, exactly. I kind of want to get a Chi-Ji tattoo, but I don't know where or what it would say. Probably on my butt, if I was to guess, like a butt cheek, just Chi-Ji's face. I guess because I only played casters until Yuan, it's a bit more intuitive for me. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the same. For me, it's the same. Kicking people, I'm in, exactly. MCS Power, if anyone is in, I knew it would be you, because you're the only one that uses the Spin Baby emote. You literally keep that thing alive. But where's this Warlock? Yeah, for me, I started Monk as Windwalker, and I was like, man, I wish this was a healer. And then my friend was like, why don't you try Mistweaver? And hey, it's Windwalker, but it heals. It literally is Windwalker, but its damage numbers are green, which for me is perfect. That's like the perfect spec. So yeah, I'm just a big old Chi-Ji gamer. I think from now on, like season to season, I'm just gonna jam Chi-Ji. Like I might just force it, even when it's considerably worse. All right, we have the squad here. Ooh, we actually have like a little. We have a weird comp because we have like 3 members of the magical comp, but then we have 2 monks. So if we would have had like a demon hunter tank, then any other DPS, it would have been like a nice little fancy comp. But at least if this guy's playing either the crackling J, yeah, Power of the Thunder King, his crackling J lightnings are gonna hit really hard because he has mage buff. We should have demon hunter debuff. But I still think I PI. In funnel scenarios, I think I PI the mage. In cleave, I think or like AoE, I think I PI the warlock. And then in single target, I think I do the other guy maybe. I have no idea. I really don't know. I'm just going to let the PI helper tell me what to do. Alright, let's blast this thing. I made Windwalker this tier, so my stats were Haste Mastery. Actually, not the worst for Chi-Ji. Yeah, it's not the worst. It's not the best, though, nowadays. Because so much of your healing is from your damage now. And from your Master of Harmony procs. So it's not the best. It's not like... Chi-Ji's not as important to scale up as your other healing. But it's not bad. I'm sure you could put up good numbers with a Haste Mastery build. Let's just jam this key. It's our first 14. This is literally our second dungeon with this build, so hopefully we can keep cooking. Let's do it. Damn, how do you have such little buttons? These are just the weak ores that I'm tracking. I have my action bars 1, 2, and 3 hidden. So in the options interface action bars, you can hide the first or the second and third action bar. And then I have an add-on called hide default Blizzard UI or something like that. And that's how I hide the third one. I'm going to PI the mage actually. Hopefully I don't regret that, but I think I will. But yeah, so I basically in the default game you can hide 2 and 3, but you have to get an actual add-on to hide the default number 1 action bar. God, why are words so hard today? I feel like I just can't get words out. I'm getting gorged. Okay, this guy's gonna hurt when he dies. These guys have gotten a lot of gorges off, and I know this because they've all been on me. Okay, so I PI'd the mage. Ooh, the mage is actually Frost. I'm pretty sure Frost Mage does big single target, right? Pretty sure it's good. Single target. Yeah, I've just memorized them, basically. A good way to memorize, if you play multiple specs, a good way to memorize your keybinds is to kind of like bind similar spells on the same button. So for example, I have this... Okay, don't listen to me, I'm dead. Bad at the game, bad at the game. Oh, we don't have a B-res. Yikes. Okay. This is bad. This is real bad. No, but it's good to like keybind the same buttons across specs. So what I mean by that is basically on all of my healers, my damage buttons are the same 3 buttons on my mouse. My defensive is on the same button on all of my specs. And my like secondary defensive is that same button, but with a control modifier. You know, like keeping a very uniform approach to how you set up your keybinds is really a really good way to memorize your buttons. That's why, like, in the same stream, I've played 2 different healers and been able to play them, kind of like pick up really quickly on what my keybinds are. Dang, dude. I don't like doing these 2 pulls one after the other as Holy Priest, if I'm not lying. That is a lot of damage, man. And with a lot of people dying, like all of these casts are going off too, so it's like it's extra bad. It's like we're just getting gorged on cooldown. Is this doable? I have to fade, flash heal, and use my desperate prayer because I got both casts on me at the same time. Yeah, that's legitimately unhealable there. I think this is an abandon. It's okay. We're limit testing. This is my second dungeon with this build. H-Priest is notoriously squishy. Yeah, definitely. I popped all 3 defensives there. And... what the heck? What the heck? It ported me outside of the dungeon when I took the res. And then now it took me... okay, hey, at least I'm streaming because if I get a freaking penalty for this nonsense, there's no shot. Oh, I can fly. I'm an idiot. If I get a penalty for this, I'm going to crash out. Could I be any slower? Maybe if I go back into the dungeon before this timer ends. I just don't want to get a penalty. I mean, I haven't left another key, so this would be like strike 1 of 2, I think. There's no way, man. I literally took... I rezzed as the group said yes to the abandon vote, so it just like... I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, really quick, I guess I can show you what I mean. So under options, you go to action bars, and I have these two, the first 2 unchecked. Those are 2 and 3 here, but the main one that has those like little dragon marks around it, that one I have to use. Let's see if I can find the add-on. Hide Blizzard Default Bar. It's a very small add-on. All it does is just gets it off your screen. So then you'll only see your WeCore. So I could add more spells here to track. I probably should, but hope I didn't get a deserter for that BS. Hopefully I didn't either. I mean, like I said, I haven't left any other... I never leave any other dungeons, so that would be like my first offense if that was a thing. But yeah, y'all saw I did not leave the group or anything. So y'all are my witnesses. Y'all are my witnesses. Let's join this halls if we can. Let's just, let's filter in the Tazaveshes. Let's get some of the easy dungeons out of the way. I say easy, and then I join into a halls. Don't know how how easy this dungeon is going to be on Holy Priest, but it was super easy on Disc Priest. Oh, but I don't get a deserter either, though. That would suck. But judging by me getting invited to this key, it looks like I did not get one. I can't memorize my keybinds for the life of me. I wish the default Blizz cooldown manager shows my keybinds. Yeah, I mean, that's... I played for a long time with my action bars showing, so I used to not use weak auras, and I would just look at my action bars, and that shows the buttons that you press for each one. So that's kind of... that also helped me learn them, too, because I'm the kind of person who it helps me to, like, listen and read at the same time. So while I'm playing and visualizing, I can also read what buttons I'm pressing down here. You know what I mean? Like, it shows you, like, this button's keybind is, 4 and stuff, But that does help me, personally. I just hit 3K on my Shaman. Is there any rewards for pushing further than that? There's a lot of pride involved. No, there is one. There's, like, one other milestone that you can hit, but it's, like... it's crazy high. I mean, I think right now it's sitting at like 3,800, I think. It's called title. So if you're in the top 0.1% of people, then, or is it 0.01? It's one of those two. Then you get this achievement called title. It's called something, but people just call it title. And I think it might come with like a mount or like a little catchphrase thing, like, not catchphrase. What's the word? You know what I mean. Okay, so on this character, so on my monk, which is my main, I've already maxed my belt. So on this character, the cost to upgrade it is cheaper. Same with like my chest. I've maxed my monk's chest. So on this character, my chest would be cheaper to upgrade. So it would make sense if my number one goal was to just upgrade this character as much as possible to upgrade these cheaper upgrades. However, the smarter thing to do is actually upgrade the more expensive ones on my alts. So I'm going to actually spend 15 crests instead of 10 per upgrade to max my legs, so that on my monk, my main character, it's going to be cheaper. So it's kind of like spending more on my alts to make it cheaper on my main. So I'm going to go ahead and max these pants out. So then when I log on to my monk, I can max out my monk's pants. Well, I think I'd still need crests, but it'll be cheaper to max out my monk's pants. Do I have any other pieces that still cost 15? I know my neck, but my monk has a horrible necklace. I'm not even going to worry about it. Alright, let's get a little wacky and wild, though. Let's max our weapon. Oh, it is maxed. Okay. Do I have an enchant? I do. Where am I going? This was holes, right? Ah, I've already ported. Dang. Okay, this is a fun little comp. We also have a shaman. And shaman's raid buff gives us 2% mastery, which shaman or holy priest's mastery is a lot of healing. Like if you look at my overall healing, it technically is my top healing source, because any amount of healing that I do on my team will also tack on a hot, which is my mastery. So basically anything that I'm doing will also come with that hot. So it does look really good on the overall, but really it's not that much. Like, it's kind of like padding, you know, to buff my mastery. But it will help my overall healing pretty well. What's up, Martine? It's very good to see you, man. Hey, everyone, did I miss the disc push? You did. But I'll just go and tell you this. It took the 10th try of Arakara to finally time it. We did 10 Arakaras in a row. And on our 10th one, we succeeded. And then after that, I think we did a Halls 13, and it put us at 3006 IO. So the Halls was like super chill too. I don't even know if we had a death. Makaya, 10 Arakaras. You're probably like, oh, what could have taken so much? Well, the first like 7 happened on Friday. The first 7, how they went is most of them were failed on the first boss, because the tank didn't communicate that they wanted the DPS to stand between the boss and the ads, and the DPS didn't know that they should. So, you know, it's like, whose fault is that? The tanks for not communicating, or the DPS for not knowing a strat that like almost everyone should know at this point, you know? So, yeah, that was kind of the big mix-up. So we lost like a lot of those 10 were to that. But a lot of them were also to, surprisingly, the shrill, the horrifying shrill, kept going off. I think we lost like 3 runs out of the 10 to that, maybe 2. 2 runs to that. So yeah, so that was that push. It was just a big catastrophe. Congrats, the Arakara curse is broken for now. Still got to do it on this character. We might be able to push up high enough keys, since we're 3k now on the priest, to be able to skip it. Oh, we did not pull the Houndmaster, which I like as a non-kick class, but I will. We'll play kind of over here. I'm going to not use any cooldowns, but just use Holy Words there for that little set. Gonna fade and flash heal to give myself mitigation. Then for this one, I'm going to Premonition of Cooldown and spam around these Prayer of Mendings. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop Premonition of Healing and then just spam heals on myself. We did chain into the Houndmaster, which is fine. I have actual 0 damage on this pool. I have wings on me too, so I just need to spam healing into myself. I'm out of spot heals. I am out of spot heals. I am so sorry. Yeah, keep in mind, this is my third dungeon with this build, so there is still a lot of rust, admittedly. I am not playing perfectly. But I'm definitely trying. I'm not trying to sit here all day and Arakar. I'm not trying to give 10 attempts to every single dungeon. We've gotten our content, okay? It's time to get out of here. Finish this series once and for all. Yeah, definitely still need some practice, but these keys are practice. That's why I'm starting with the ones that I find easiest. Yeah, these pools are a bit weird. I kind of have to get used to my cooldown rotation and how to handle these pools with it. I feel like we should have better like AoE stops though with this group. I'm gonna stun that guy. I'm not gonna PI. Actually, I'll PI, sure. Someone's doing big damage. Might as well help him out. We do have a prot warrior too, so far the casts haven't really been the problem. It was just these shoots during the big AoE damage, the thrash. These shoots are really hurting. I'm gonna pop fade. Gotta keep these prayer mittings on cooldown. That's a big habit that I have to get into. It's like step number 1 to playing Oracle Holy Priest is pressing prayer minting it like close to on cooldown. You don't necessarily need to use it on cooldown because sometimes you might not need to use it. Okay, I need to go ahead and Shadow Fiend here to get some mana back. And then I'm kind of going to chill. I'm actually going to apply my dot to these guys because there's a talent where if an enemy dies while they have your dot on them, then you get like a little bit of mana back. So I need to try to get that going. We have Apotheosis. It's a Mass Dispel moment. I just need myself protected. I'm getting casted on, but I need someone to... Yeah, okay, there's a Zephyr. I guess that's good enough. It was pretty late, but... Okay, I don't want to get cast on again. I'm going to Halo. I'm also going to have to defensive after this bolt hits me. Another bolt's coming my way. I really hope... Another bolt hit me, dude. That's kind of insane. Yeah, this is the Priest Woes. I just don't have anything to kick that. I'm going to have to go ahead and drop and run back before the next Thrash. We need to go. I have Divine Hymn. I also am coming back with both of my... Or all of my Holy Words. They also don't have defensives. They don't have Zephyr. Someone just shielded them. Which is pretty good. Okay, we did lose one more person. Oh, that's just really bad, though. See, it's just like, there's nothing really that I can do about casts. I was trying to Chastise on cooldown, and I also was trying to Psychic Scream on cooldown, but just, like, bolt after bolt was aimed at me, and I just kind of ran out of healing words, or holy words, and I didn't have enough time to flash heal and heal to get those holy words back. Alright, we're fine though, we're fine. Dungeon is far from over. It's nowhere even near over. Okay, let's just... I stunned a Gargon. Dang, I tab targeted. I shouldn't have done that, but I tab targeted. And it went to a Gargon. Ooh. Ooh. God, this spec is like... I feel like I need a babysitter. I need to, like, have every cast on me kicked by the group. You just feel so vulnerable when you play this. Honestly, this could be, like, a good bonding exercise. Like, playing Holy Priest with a friend in Discord and just, like, relying on them. That should be marriage counseling, honestly. I need to be a marriage counselor, and that's going to be my only tactic. Just like, oh, you know, bills are hard. Have you tried WoW? You look like you would love to heal. Ooh. Okay, the guys are enraged. Our tank also has a 19 stack, so gonna have to prioritize dispelling the tank here. Actually, I can Mass Dispel. Perfect. Okay, I was able to stun that. Ooh, I'm glad I heard him yelling. Because I stun... Oh, no. The groundkeeper. But I heard that Houndsmaster yelling over there. And swapped to him and stunned. Oh, don't pull the gargoyle. Try not to LOS the evoker because he just dropped down. Yeah, our tank survived one loyal beast. I didn't know if he had a second one in him. Prot warriors are fantastic in this dungeon. Let me just yap a bit about why Prot warriors are so good here. So one of Prot warriors like defensives, it's a really low cooldown, but it basically makes them like block all physical damage or something stupid like that. Like it's like crazy. Hold on. Yap over. Give me a second. But yeah, basically, so like when those loyal beasts go off, so why that's so strong is because it's not like your stats versus the enemy stats to calculate damage. It's literally just like, no, it doesn't happen. I'm going to divine him this one. Hopefully it's enough, but also have these little serenities. But so that's how, like, that's one of the ways that he was able to live that. But two, what really sends warriors over the top is that they have spell reflect, and it's really good in this dungeon. So anytime that the tank is targeted by a bolt, let's go in premonition, spam around these prayers of mendings to help with this. But anytime the tank is targeted by any bolt casts in this dungeon, if we don't kick it and we let it shoot at the tank, he can spell reflect it, which is a 20-second cooldown, and basically just send it back at the caster. And that's really, really good, you'll see. Hopefully he does it a few times. But it's really good for the boss, the debuff boss, you know, inside the castle thing, the whatever it's called, the church, maybe. Because it'll sit there and cast Wicked Bolt on the boss, or on the tank. And I was doing a Prot Warrior key, I was doing like a +10. And he Wicked Bolted me, and I just let it go off, and I spell reflected, and it shot back at the boss for 18 million damage, and that was in a 10. So I don't know if it scales off the damage that it would have done if it hit the tank. But yeah, that's insane. So I'm going to PI the Demon Hunter here, because his damage goes crazy in big AV packs. Oh, Disrupting Screech, I'm glad I saw that. But yeah, so they can really do some insane damage in this dungeon if you let the bolts hit them, which y'all know I can't kick them. So as long as the other group or the rest of the group's on the same page, it's kind of the one moment where you actually want your group to not kick. You know, you want those bolts to hit the tank. What was I going to say? Oh, but also all of the guys that put Mark of Obliteration, you know, they also will cast Wicked Bolt, and it can hit the tank. So you really hopefully have those hitting the tank. I'm going to have to grip this guy and dispel him. Saw him lagging behind. Yeah, Prot Warriors, like, this is like the Prot Warrior dungeon. That was so bad by me. Oh my goodness. I'm just Yapolina over here, man. Unfortunately, my grip is on cooldown, so I'm not going to be able to yoink anyone else. Yeah, I've been gearing out a Prot Warrior on the side for fun. And this dungeon is, like, it's some of the most fun I've ever had in the game. Because your kit is, like, designed to just destroy this dungeon. It's ridiculous. Who's doing big damage? The DH. Do DHs have a bad pool size? What is this, man? Spec is crazy. I just PI'd the DH. Ooh, I can finally see the Holy Fire dot on the boss. It's nice. Gonna kind of walk over here to end that, just in case I'm targeted. Trying to bait here. Very nice. Okay, this next pool is going to be terrifying. It was actually really easy on the Disc Priest because I had like Barrier, I had Pain Suppression. We also lusted and they destroyed. We had a Frost Death Knight do like 25 million DPS and kill the Ankle Biters. As much damage as this DH is doing, I don't think he's going to kill the Ankle Biters quite that quickly. So I do anticipate this next pool to be kind of scary. So if I can end this boss pool with as much resources as possible, it's a dub. I am going to send Shadow Fiend, though. Just need to heal and flash heal. Heal, flash heal. Very nice. Let's go and click Mana Food. We're blasting. That's why I always ping like crazy if tank is quiet. Yeah. It was crazy to see so many Holy Priests this season. Really makes me feel like Disc is in a bad state. Really? Were there that many Holy Priests? I didn't really pay attention. I know there were a lot of Holy Priests in Raid, because I know Holy Priest was crazy in Raid. I'm going to PI the DH and hope that's the right idea. Try to get some damage globals off. I accidentally just gripped that guy. I misclicked. Yikes. See what I mean? This pool is a lot. But dude, Premonition of Healing plus Divine Hymn plus Wings, that's disgusting healing. Like, that's actually disgusting. Ooh, I don't... How did I pull that? What? Or maybe I just ripped aggro there because I was doing just obscene amounts of healing. But, so basically I wings on myself. That's me taking 60% more healing. I have Premonition of Piety, I think is what it's called, which makes me do 20% more healing on top of that, I think. And it makes 98% of my overhealing just be redistributed to the rest of the allies. So if I overheal one target, it just gets sent to the other people. And on top of all of those healing modifiers, I'm going to Mass Dispel. I also Divine Hymned, which I don't really know really how it's worded, if I'm being honest, but we could read it really quick. Where is it? 4% stacking. A lot more, even more healing amplifier. I don't know what that adds up to, but a lot more healing amplifier, right? So we had so many healing amplifiers on ourselves. We were also redistributing any overhealing, so it's just, dude, we just went buck wild. Just want to let that one go off. Okay, I have PI. I'm gonna save it for the boss. We really just need this boss to die, man. Also, I have no idea who I gripped earlier, but it was 1000% an accident. Oh, I just realized we have an Aug Evoker. That explains how two people got shielded on that first Thrasher. Because he rescued... Well, I guess any Evoker spec has rescue and the shield rescue. Is Ellie Shaman single target good? Oh my god, yeah. Okay, he's getting PI'd. Sphere that in. Also gonna Halo as these guys are dying. Also, you have really good single target healing with this spec. I say as I almost let him die. He didn't pop any defensives till he almost died anyway, so not my problem. It's not true. I could have wings. I could have done a lot more there. I'm kind of kidding when I say not my problem. Definitely my problem. I feel like I have to clarify that. We had 2 people get hit. The shaman did use this defensive, so I don't necessarily need to wings them here. And by wings, I'm not talking about like the same wings that holy paladins have. I mean my guardian spirit. It puts like wings on people, so I kind of... Oh. Killed all those at the same exact time. I don't really know if everyone calls it wings, but I am going to put it on this evoker because he is pretty low. We can also premonition because it's the shielding one, and it puts a giant shield on who I spot heal, which is very good. Maybe it's not a good idea to Halo as soon as these ads come out, because then they target me. Okay, this is kind of bad, but I might be able to get, if these die. No. I'm out of spot heals. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Have we made it far enough into this fight? I definitely could have, I should have 100% sent Apotheosis. It's my bad. Let's get hots on everyone just in case. Anyone got some jumper cables? Honestly, like, as long as one person gets hit by this, they could 3-man it if they need to. Okay, I am getting jumped. Okay, here's my Apotheosis. We're not making the same mistake twice. I'll go ahead and send PI 2. Yeah, I was being very stingy with my cooldowns. Need to get more comfortable with popping cooldowns. If you're wondering why I'm not using my cooldowns as much, the last time that I played Holy Priest, they only had 1 cooldown, which was Apotheosis. So that's why you see me sitting on this cooldown a lot, is because I'm not trained to be able to commit it. Oh my god, I just got double shot. Oh my god, dude. We're just gonna right click and res. That is insane damage. There. Yeah, I just have to kind of like retrain myself to trust that I'll have more. Like, I have premonition. It's a 45-second cooldown. I just need to send my stuff. Like here, I just need to send him. Oh, the tank is probably going down. Just gotta finish that channel. Yeah, Loyal Beast cast went off, so like. Hide. Another one's going off. I can probably grip the tank. Yeah, wherever the tank kites to, I'm going to run the opposite direction so I can grip them for maximum kitage. Let's go in fort buff. Oh. Yeah, that eviscerator damage on top of getting double shot on pool, I was not expecting that. That is a big ol' my bad. Still though, 9.5 minutes. This guy's saying, unfortunately, we don't have time. I think we do. It's just 3 more pool. If we pull into boss here, I think we do have time. 2 million a hit is crazy. Yeah, I think we can do it. If we pull the 4 casters up to boss, I do have Mass Dispel. I have PI. I'm kind of low on mana. Oh, the last thing we need is for someone to butt pull the freaking gargoyle. That is worst case scenario. Gonna PI the DH. But yeah, we really did not want to pull the slasher. I don't think the tank meant to, or I think it was the shaman that pulled it. That's why I took a big smack of damage there. Yeah, if we were able to pull these 4 casters in with the boss, I'm gonna... Well, I can't fear. Can I LOS the bolts? I'm sure you can. Let's stun that caster. Really need to blast down this slasher. I don't know why I'm on the casters. Ooh, I am bad at this game. We need the slasher dead. If we get a bad overlap here, it's just kind of over. But yeah, now our timer's very tight. Just send our holy words. I don't really need to dispel the DH actually, so I'm going to cancel that mass dispel. DHs have so much leech. You, like, legit, you don't have to hit. I don't know what it is about DHs, but dude, their kit is insane. Insanely defensive versus, like, tiny little dots like that. Like, you don't even have to worry about them. So, like, I'm going to send Mass Dispel once it's, like, me and the Evoker, me and the Shaman, the Evoker, any 2 of us 3. Also going to kind of work my way over to this side of the arena. Like, now I'm going to send it. I'm going to go ahead and Divine him here. Spam some damage. I need to Shadow Fiend, get that mana back, because I'm not going to be able to drink the rest of this dungeon, I think, if we want to time it. Once again, you just don't have to ever dispel the DH. If anyone's played DH and knows why they leech so much back, if it's like a spell they do, if it's like their passive maybe. But yeah, that spec is disgusting. Sure, I'll PI. I probably should have saved PI for the next pool. We're gonna need to blast it down. Definitely should not have dispelled myself. I have all my defensives up. This poor DH, I haven't dispelled him a single time. Like I said, dude, that spec is crazy. Okay. Go, go, go. Let's get some ticks of food. I probably should be eating the quick food. We have 5 minutes. We have lust. We have percent. We lust down mini boss. Then it's an easy boss. The problem is the boss does take a bit of time to die. I don't have PI2, which would be fantastic here. Okay. Do I send Apotheosis for damage? Definitely Apotheosising. I'll do it for healing until I can swap to damage here. Which I think is now? It is not now. Holy. Do as much damage as possible. Smite. Chastise. Holy fire. Holy fire. Okay, my Apotheosis ended. I didn't get too much damage off, but it's a little bit. It's something. I have Shield Premonition. I should go and use it. I'm gonna PI the Demon Hunter. because he has been blasting damage. That was the worst PI in ever. Worst PI in ever. The Holy Pally changes seem kind of nice. I haven't even looked at it. All I've heard is that a lot of people are upset. They're like, this is just weird. Like, why would I play... Like, this just feels clunky. But is it good? Like, how does it play? How does it play without Crusader Strike? I feel like that's like a huge part of the rotation. Okay, I have my everything premonition here. Oh. We need everyone pitching in. Please, people, please. Yeah, there I used my little wings premonition of piety trick. Coming up on PI. He's losing his patience. Okay, I'm gonna say my next prayer of mending for premonition of insight. You are no match for my power.
You are beneath my contempt. Empowered.
Sure, I'll PI the shaman. Don't let me down, shaman. Please, just absolutely crank, please. Okay, everyone get the same one that you got last time. I don't get it. Do the same thing. Okay, I need to send Apotheosis for damage here. We need big damage. So I'm going to Chastise, Holy Fire, then pop Apotheosis. That's going to reset Chastise. Chastise, Holy Fire, Smite. Got a Holy Nova. Smite. Chastise, Holy Fire. Let's use our Execute. Smite. Chastise once more. Holy Fire. Okay, our Apotheosis is over, but we got a lot of value. Ooh, I could not see where that was until the last second. I'm glad I moved. 24 seconds. Okay, we are good. This guy said GG. Said we didn't have time. Said unfortunately we don't have time. Throw up an abandon boat. Yeah, that's right. You better say oh. He just said oh. I said yay. I'm gonna pulled through. Yes, we did. Sorry, I got super excited. That's a weird thing to say. Dude, me PIing this guy. Look at how crazy. I mean, he did that much damage anyways. Whew, dude, that was crazy. Crusader Strike is nice. I don't want more hard cards. Yeah, see, I'm in the same boat as Erad. Like, I think the spec is fine as is. Like, it's okay to have some caster built in, but I really think Crusader Strike is like that core identity. Like if they replace it with like a hammer, like literally just Crusader's Hammer, and it's literally the same spell but just with a hammer, I would like that because, you know, this Holy Paladins use hammers, right? They don't use swords. They have a bunch of hammer things. So like make their spells all hammer things. So like that'd be cool, but like just hard full stop removing Crusader Strike is just weird to me. He left out of boss super early. Oof. Oh, the DH. Okay. So the lower Judgment and Holy Shock CD a lot. I mean, that's good then. See, I haven't really looked. What I want to do is while I'm on vacation, I have a 9-hour flight to do. I'm gonna have those notes pulled up, and I'm gonna have a notebook out, and I'm gonna be like taking notes, like what are my favorite. Like I'm gonna rank all the changes. I'm gonna use my flight as time to do, and then when I'm in Italy, we're gonna be in a really beautiful part of Italy, and I'm gonna have a beautiful backdrop. I'm gonna take my microphone. Also, my brother-in-law is a professional videographer, so I'm gonna see if we can use his camera and his microphone. Um, and I'm gonna record a video while I'm there, just kind of me sitting there with a beautiful background, like maybe like my wife's family, my wife in the background maybe, and me just talking about WoW. It's gonna be very different from my other videos, but basically it's gonna be the same thing. Instead of me sitting here in front of a computer, I'm gonna sit here in front of a lake, basically. So, um, yeah, but I'm excited to make a video while actually on vacation. I haven't ever done that before, um, but I'm really looking forward to it. But that's my plan. So if you're wondering why there's been like a lack of content, like yeah, look, a lot of people said that I like sell out whenever I make a single tier list every tier or something. People say, "Oh, you sell out." I know that if I would have made an alpha video like 10 days ago, it would have like those are where all the views were at, right? But I didn't because I just didn't want to yet. So I'm gonna make alpha videos. I'm gonna make my like give my thoughts on them and stuff, but I just wanted to wait a bit. I wanted to let things die down a bit. I didn't want to be too hyperbolic at the start because I feel like a lot of people were super doomed. Like I did end up making a video, and even then I tried to tame it down, but it still seemed a little hyperbolic for me. So that's where all that's been. Alpha tier lists are still popping off. Jack posted one like yesterday and did, but yeah, but that's Jack. I mean, Jack's audience, he like there's a difference between someone who has like a very niche like me. I do like Mistweaver and challenges, like that's my audience. But he has like every healer will watch his videos. You know what I mean? Which like more power to him. He makes great videos, like super good quality. So for me, if I were to make an alpha tier list like super late, it would not do as well as if Jack did one super late. You know what I mean? That's kind of like a big difference. But yeah, I definitely will make a video talking through my thoughts on all the healers while I'm on vacation, which is coming up here soon. So yeah. But let's take a look at our Holy Priest IO, which we have to separate from our Disc Priest IO. But luckily, hey, by the way, gigantic Battlefield 6 ad on screen. So our Disc is at 3,000. Our Holy Priest, does that take in our halls? Yes, it does. Okay, so our Holy Priest is basically at 2,800. This is literally just like 1 or 2 streams away, guys. So this is happening this week. However, unfortunately for tonight, I do have to go because I have to go run to the store, get dinner, cook dinner, and then be back and ready for D&D in an hour. So today is kind of a rush schedule, but I will be streaming tomorrow and Friday. So we're gonna finish up this months long challenge. Finish up the Holy Priest grind either tomorrow if we get lucky, or it's probably gonna happen on Friday. You're not sure about the Mistweaver Mastery change. I haven't seen the Mastery change yet. I'll take a look though. If you link it to me, I'll take a look, Griffin. But that is going to be it for this stream. But I will get back to you guys tomorrow. So everyone, tune in tomorrow if you enjoy this series. If you enjoy some Holy Priest gameplay or just want to watch the pain will happen tomorrow for sure. The curse isn't over, guys. I promise you. Okay, so I'll take a look after this, Griffin. Actually, let me take a look really quick while I'm on stream. Might as well. I haven't seen anything about Mastery. Thank you so much, MCS Power. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Unless you want to hear me read about our mastery changes. Where's our mastery? They also announced their tier list. Ooh. Well, that might be a video I can make. Where's mastery? The changes from today. Oh, okay. So it's down here. Probably. So here's W's. PvP. We don't care about PvP. Here's more class changes. Demon Hunter, Druid, Monk, Mistweaver. Okay. That's still old. Well, hold on. Let me just go to Wowhead's main page. Oh, I think it was there. I think I saw it last second. But I can just come here, I think. Right? No, that's the wrong thing. We'll be able to find out. Hold on. All the way to the bottom. It's even closer to that. Okay, we'll go all the way to the bottom. I think that was it, though, right? So these are today's... Okay. Mistweaver, new talent. Tranquil Tea, love the name. Consuming mana tea generates one cloud of mist for Shayloon. Dude, they are really trying to push the Shayloon's Gift build. That sounds sick. I just wonder if this is going to like replace something or if it's also going to stack on top of the other tea talents. It doesn't say that we're losing a talent, so it's probably going to be a new choice node with some other talent. Very interesting though. The Shaylin's Gift build is going to be a lot of fun to play around. Also, Gust of Mist, so our mastery, has been completely redesigned. Now only triggers from Chi-Ji, Renewing Mist, Enveloping Mist, and Crane style. But its healing is doubled. So now what's it not going to... Okay, so it's not going to proc from Vivify. Here we go. This is me trying to remember. Vivify, Shayloon's Gift, Revival, and... Is that it? I mean, it makes sense because now they're adding a lot of what Mastery was doing for Shayloon's onto Shayloon's itself, you know? It may be stronger. The tier set gives us free Renewing Mist. Okay, let's try to find these tier sets. But I think this is fine. They're just simplifying. Instead of like, hey, a lot of your healing spells also tack on a Mastery proc, they're just buffing those healing spells. Like Vivify is seeing some buffs this tier. Revival saw buffs last tier. Shayloon's is seeing a ton of changes this tier. So I think this is going to work towards simplifying our spec a lot. Okay. If we scroll up a little, I'll be able to see, hopefully, the tier sets. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, only a couple classes have them out yet. So Mistweaver Monk's tier set. 2-set bonus. Renewing Mist healing is increased by 20%. Dude, I hate Season 1 tier sets. They're always so basic. But to be fair, they are trying to simplify the game, and it's a Season 1, so yeah. 4-set bonus. Casting Thunder Focus Tea applies a Renewing Mist, so you don't even have to waste a global, but applies a Renewing Mist for its full duration, 20 seconds, onto a nearby ally. I mean, this is cool. This is cool in a Yulon build. This honestly doesn't do anything really in a Chi-Ji build. It's kind of... I mean, it's not like too bad in Mythic Plus, because your Vivifies or your Shayloons, depending on what you take in Mythic Plus, are still going to cleave, and it is nice because it's giving you 1/5 of your party free coverage. Tack that on top of Rapid Diffusion. It's just giving you more consistent coverage in Mythic Plus, but really, like, it's not that great. My question is it going to scale up to 22 seconds if you're taking, what's that talent called? The one that pushes your Renewing Mist time up. And I'm guessing this is also going to be able to be pushed up by Rushing Wind Kick's extension now. Rising Mist extension. Our tier set's kind of lame, not gonna lie. Holy Paladin also has an equally lame one though. So Holy Shock's healing's increased by 15%, so 2-set. Holy Shock transfers an additional 20% healing into your Beacon of Light. Dude, Season 1 tier sets suck. They're so boring. Are there any more healers though? Prez Evoker. Verdant Embrace healing increased by 20% and cooldown reduced by 2 seconds. That's necessary, but at this point, if you're just going to make every tier set reduce Verdant Embrace cooldown, just reduce the dang cooldown, man. But theirs at least has some niceness to it. But then their 4-set, Verdant Embrace grows an Emerald Blossom on your target at 100%. Oh, dude, their tier set's cool, man. Their tier set's cool. You Verdant Embrace someone, you just put down a little Blossom. That's cool. Any more healers? That looks like all the healers so far. Yeah, our tier set's turbo boring. But with the changes to Renewing Mist in 5-man content, you're gonna be getting free renewing mist out. That's not bad. I don't hate it. It's just not like flashy, or as I like to say, sexy. The following taunt pet talents have been updated to a minimum 6 second duration, and increase threat generation by 800%. So they're just buffing the threat gen of taunt. I like that. That's definitely needed. Any other big healer stuff? Wild Stalker Druids. New talent Green Thumb. The rate at which their vines grow is increased. That's basically their current tier set. Rampancy. Bloodseeker vines / symbiotic blooms have a 20% chance to trigger Bursting Growth. That's literally, this is just the effect of them adding their tier set onto their new hero trees. Bursting Growth, it's probably just shifted over to make room. New talent, Patient Custodian. Your bleeds and other damage and heal over time effects are 6% more effective. That's boring, but I wonder if that's going to be bleeds also for cat weavers, like for druid, like resto too. That'd be interesting. Okay, resto druid. As a result of recent changes, too much healing became concentrated into Soul of the Forest and not enough from Swiftman's initial heal. Rebalancing some of that, I like that, because I think they've taken a lot of strides to make their spot healing better, or their shock healing better. New talent improves Swiftman. Swiftman's healing is increased by 30%. Okay, on top of a 10% baseline boost. Everbloom's blooming frenzy causes Life Bloom to bloom 5 times. Whoa, that's a lot of blooms. Okay, so they're nerfing that. Dang, 5 times bloom is crazy. Nature's Swiftness increases the healing of regrowth now only by 60%. That's curious though. Soul of Forest is also nerfed down to 60. Intensity, Abundance, and Improved Swiftman have all changed position in the talent tree. Wildwood Roots has been removed. Presevoker. Call of Ysera, which is when you Verdant Embrace it, boosts your next Dream Breath. Increases Living Flame healing by 30%, was 50%, and Dream Breath by 20%. So they basically just nerfed it. They're probably trying to add more into its baseline effect to make it, to further reduce the min-maxing that you can do. Fluttering Seedlings healing has been increased. Ooh, that's interesting. This is those bonus Emerald Blossoms that you send out. So I wonder if that's going to stack up off their tier set now. That's very interesting. And then we just read the T talent. Consuming Manatee generates 1 Cloud of Mist for Shaylin's Gift. That's going to be really fun to play with the Shaylin's Gift talent. So now you can just turbo crank out Shaylin stacks. That's very interesting. Just think of how many Manatee stacks you generate and how many more Shaylin's Gifts you're going to get off. That's insane. And now Shaylin's is your new, Vivify, basically, if you want it to. Very cool talent. It's going to be so much fun to play around. Honestly, even in Mythic Plus, that sounds super fun in a caster build. But Gust of Mist, I'm just rereading these because I might cut this into a video, but Gust of Mist, which are Mastery, has been redesigned. So they basically changed what it procs off of, but they doubled how much it heals. So still going to proc off the talent Crane style, still going to proc when you cast an Enveloping Mist, a Renewing Mist, and your Chi-Chi still going to kick it up. But it's doubled healing. But now it no longer procs off Revival, Shaylin's Gift, and Vivify, and I think maybe another thing, but yeah, okay. Holy Paladin. Dude, Holy Paladin's seeing so many changes. Yeah, this is what you were saying earlier, Griffin. So, Liberation no longer scales with haste. Very weird. Seraphic, I've never known how to say that. Barrier has been redesigned. Now causes Word of Glory and Light of Dawn to convert 15% of their healing into an Absorb Shield instead. I like that. Breaking Dawn no longer increases the radius of Light of Dawn. Light of Dawn's baseline radius has been increased. Okay. Light of Dawn visual effect has been updated. Interesting. Beacon of Savior now jumps to targets below 30% health. Beacon of Savior Absorb now triggers every 8 seconds, so they're nerfing it. Okay, Crusader's Might now reduces the cooldown of Judgment by 3 seconds baseline instead of 1 second. And on top of that, the cooldown has been flatline reduced by 20%. So many more Judgments coming. Very interesting. Holy Shock's cooldown also reduced by 2 seconds. Avenging Crusader now reduces the cooldown of Judgment by 40% instead of 60. So they're basically just shifting what Crusader does into its baseline effect, which I like it. I like it. Oh, you're saying it looks like Holy Nova now? Yeah, because it's AoE. It's like all around you now. Very weird. Very weird. Let's see. Holy Prism now generates 3 holy power. What was it giving you before? It was giving you 2, I want to say. But now that they've removed Crusader Strike, you just need more generation, which makes sense. So shaving your other generators time and buffing, I think buffing Holy Prism. Shield now reduces the cooldown of Holy Shock by 4 seconds. That's sick. That is sick. Dude, Shield of the Righteous is going to feel so good next tier. And it also grants half a mana percent and only grants its cooldown reduction and mana if it hits a target. Okay. Let's see. Any other healer talents? Void Weaver for our Disc Priest friends. Void Empowerment now causes you to gain Shadowy Insight, was Mind Devourer. Don't even know what that means. I can't, not even gonna lie. Farseer. Ancestral Influence, dude, there's so much change with Shaman. Your intellect is increased by 1% for each ancestor active. Interesting. Main stat increase is crazy. The new talent, Wind Speaker. The cast times of Healing Wave, Healing Surge, and Chain Heal and Lava Burst are reduced by only 10%. But you'll get a lot of value out of this over a whole raid fight. I don't really know. I mean, no Chain Lightning. Are there? Now I'm confused. Are they removing Chain Lightning? I can't even keep up with what they're removing from the spec nowadays. Mystic Knowledge. For 8 seconds after casting Swiftness, the recharge rate of Riptide is increased by 30%. This is their old tier set. Elemental Reverb increases Lava Burst damage by 10%, was 20%. Interesting. Totemic. Reduces the cooldown of Totemic Momentum. Reduces the cooldown of Healing Stream by 3 seconds. They're gonna need that for sure. Primal Catalyst. Healing Stream Totem and Storm Stream Totem. Healing has a 20% chance to apply Earth Living to allies that heal. I don't even know if that's necessary, honestly. Probably gonna be good in Raid, but like in Mythic Plus, you don't really need that. I got some talent changes. More mastery. Your shield increases your primary stat by 3%. Casting one of your other shields also applies Earth Shield to yourself and any weapon imbuements, if known. That's cool. I mean, that's just like convenience, though, right? Winds of Valkyrie has been redesigned. Increase your movement speed by 5% and the movement speed bonus of Ghost Wolf by an additional 5%. You'll be zooming. Nature's Fury now is a 2-point talent. I hate that. They're making so many 1-point talents into 2-point talents. I feel like that's like a step back, right? Increasing Nature critical strike chance by 2% per rank. Interesting. Some talents have been changed around. Any other healer changes coming? Honestly, dude, I think a lot of people have been doing about Holy Paladin, but honestly, a lot of these changes make it seem like maybe there's a world where Holy Paladin feels good without Crusader Strike. And maybe all they had to do is just like turbo crank down these cooldowns, give you more generation with Holy Prism. And I don't know, man. Holy Paladin's looking kind of cool next year. I was kind of like a little bit doomer coming into it, but these changes do give me a little bit more hope. And honestly, the Mistweaver Mastery redesign, they've done a lot to try to reshape the Mastery over the past few seasons and tiers. But honestly, I think this was necessary, especially with the step that they're taking into the Shaylin's Gift change. I am excited, man. Mistweaver World, we click Renewing Mist harder. Honestly, yeah. I mean, look, I'm kind of like bummed out by our tier set, though. I feel like Mistweavers haven't had a fun tier set other than Master of Harmony. We haven't really had a tier set that's excited me. Yeah, since I've started playing, I haven't had a tier set that I haven't looked at all the healers tier set, picked out the Mistweaver one, and been like, that's the coolest one yet. So, yeah, unfortunately, our tier set's the lamest one. Our changes, though, I'm really stoked actually for this Tranquil Tea. I think it's gonna be super fun, super fun. Chi Harmony was fun. I like it. Chi Harmony. Wait, you're thinking of Master of Harmony. Chi Harmony was the old. No, wait, I'm thinking of Zimples. Chi Harmony. Chi Harmony's the talent, right? But yeah, I think this is a pretty fun time. The thing is, like, I think Shaman. It's still pretty unclear what their goal is with Resto Shaman, in my opinion. With all their changes, I still feel like they need like one more wave of talent changes, or maybe I just need to get in and test these. But this reading these, it still feels like it's still gonna be a little shaky. But with all the stuff they've taken from Holy Paladin, this round of changes does kind of clear up their vision for where they want Holy Paladin to be. Oh, Chihar. Yeah. I'm sorry. The Renewing Mist replacement. I knew it sounded familiar. I was thinking Zen Pulse for some reason. But yeah, Chi Harmony was like cool for a bit. It's kind of lame now. But yeah, honestly, I think this round of alpha changes is going to be pretty exciting to watch. Keep my eye on. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video on YouTube, but also for this stream on Twitch. So I will catch you guys next time. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so stay tuned. Tune in tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Central. Dude, the Holy Priest, the final one, we're cranking it. We are blasting. But MCS Power, Griffin, I appreciate you, and everyone else who stuck around for hanging around, just me chatting about these changes coming. Chasing color around the frames, crazy fun. I mean, it was kind of fun to do your ramp into Chi Arm. Now that you mention it, that was kind of fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat. Gotta go. Oh God, I have to go to the store. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys. Hit the wrong button.